Stand up accountability. But to be fair, Monday's a busy day for us with the food ministry we have going on, and this is the 3 days that we do our food ministry giveaway. It just got a little hectic behind hand, so thank you for everyone. Saying, y'all coming on? Yes, we're coming on. Thanks for watching. Look at all them signs up there, man.
Man, it looks like the Maverick.
It looks like the Maverick Server Station, all them signs.
Dude, they're nice to let them put them out there.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, a place like that, everyone uses their, I mean, they don't want to offend anybody, or feel free. Here's the one thing I got to say about election signs. Y'all picked them mugs up on Wednesday.
Come on. I tell you who picked those up on Wednesday.
Who's that?
Joe Taylor did.
Oh.
That one may have been out that night.
He did. You know who don't need a sign this year?
Who?
Joe Taylor.
Oh, you know who else don't need a sign? Jerry Ramsey. He should pick. Did you get all yours picked up?
Nope, we got one right here.
You didn't pick this one up.
He's got some other ones out.
Does he? They still out?
Yeah.
There's no write-in in municipal elections, is there? Or they're not allowed, are they?
I don't know.
We got 6 guests rolling in today. We said 5, but one was added at the last minute. Jerry is always adding stuff. So
I just try to throw stuff at you.
we got our first guest coming in about 3 minutes. Fixing to walk in. This is going to be chaotic.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be like
Look,
again.
we're not taking breaks.
Nope.
It's,
We'll get up and walk out to get a snack.
yeah, whatever. Y'all want to have some food delivered?
Somebody could send us something.
Come on. Preferably low carb.
Yeah, but if you want to bless us for real, Alabama Pizza Company.
They're closed on Monday, Tuesdays.
I can't stand it.
Dude,
What about the taco place?
when they released their commercial, with their little spot,
Man,
that was great.
that was great.
That was good. Good on them.
They're a little gangster with
You
it.
tell what I ate yesterday?
What?
For my wife's birthday's today, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
29.
We'll go with that.
Yep. You darn right you do.
So, the kids came to church, and boy, about got me. Something about being in church with your kids.
Yes, it is.
Man, it's
All your
good.
babies were
It's
here.
good. And Kelly didn't know they were coming.
Oh, she did?
No, she didn't know. She had no idea.
So that's why they waited till the first song started.
Correct.
Going
In the
That's
dark.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, when they were dropping something.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was good. So we went to Old Mexico yesterday. Trish and Greg went
Did you
to.
get the rolls?
No. I ate really good.
Did you get margaritas?
I ate really good, Jeff. And I had. It's just a piece of really well seasoned big piece of chicken, like thin. You know how they do the thicken, man.
Yeah.
That and a sliced avocado, and it was so good.
You know what I saw the McNuggets do? They went to your Mexican yesterday.
They did. Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
I did.
I didn't know you could do that. Instead of chips, you substitute it with cut up bell pepper.
It ain't free.
No, but man, it looked good. Never thought about that.
It's no different than a tray. You know, that tray we used to get all the time with the cheese and the fruit and the different stuff.
That's true.
But I appreciate their passion in what they're doing.
And they look. You see Michael yesterday?
Man, that dude's looking good.
His inflammation's just about gone.
He's drumming a little quicker.
He is a little up on the top.
Yeah.
Slow it down, Mike.
It's
Slow
really
it
good.
down.
So it was good to be with the kids, and the kids got my wife a car for her birthday. How cool was that?
That's next level.
Yeah, it was
Kids,
good.
my kids, my 4 kids, my son-in-law. Take note.
You're on your own.
Dang.
They told me. They told me.
We are right. Our guest should be here now. So,
Hey, the only time he's wasting is his own.
because as soon as they come in, we're done at 11:30. Our first guest will be finished, and then we'll move right to the second guest. So you got a 30-minute slot. Pretty fun, huh, Jerry?
Old radio days, man.
Oh my God,
Man, I feel like I'm back at WKRP in Cincinnati. Great episode, by the way. The Les Nessman, when they throw the turkeys out the helicopter, that's class. That's radio gold, man. It's classic.
That's nuts. Were you around the Rick and Bubba show when they did the turkey toss?
Yeah, that's
What about-
that's where they got the idea. Was WKRP in Cincinnati?
But first, before they were doing turkey toss, they were doing little people toss.
Yes. Can't do that anymore.
They were throwing them.
Can't do that anymore.
And then, was it Speedy catching them?
Trying to.
Trying to.
Yeah. Old school.
Bro,
Old school.
that
Imagine if Greg was
the
involved in that.
funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
One of the funniest things I remember seeing
Greg
is
he would not be there on those days. He would
is
take off from the power company to go.
is helping Speed Racer walk out of the club in Jacksonville because he didn't even know he was on Earth.
No.
Speedy's Playhouse?
No.
Bro, Speedy's Playhouse was different.
Do you remember this little beat, the little song?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're 1 minute past. So do we just go ahead and ask questions to them since they're not here?
So, what is your big plans for the city if elected?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I gotta look up. What's the first thing you're gonna do if elected? Really?
Sounds good.
I like that. Heck yeah.
So our first guest, you want to go ahead and tell them who's supposed to be here? Actually, the timer should be already running. Who's supposed to be here right now?
Right now, it is Chris Big Country Smith. He is asking for your vote. Place, I don't know what place
Somewhere.
at 2, right?
I don't know. It's right here.
Yeah, place 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, place 2.
Rainbow City.
Rainbow City, place 2. He is running against the incumbent, Mr. Randy Vise.
Brett Davis said I was thrown 4 times. No, you weren't. Were you really? No.
That's so funny.
You don't even qualify. You're so crazy. Dude, how funny would that be? You know you went over and said, throw me.
Hold on, I'm texting our guest.
You gonna text him? So got 28 minutes left. So.
Hey, while we got this time, while we're waiting on Chris, a big thank you to George and Smoke Neck for putting on an event on Saturday, and we apologize we wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
You know, but hitting the road at 3 a.m., well, what are you going to do?
For a 6.5 hour trip is rough.
A little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
Hey, but it was better than going.
Oh my gosh.
It rained so hard down in South Georgia.
That's how they talk too.
It is.
How y'all doing? Y'all from Georgia? They say Georgia.
It was good. It was good.
Man. All right. So go through your list of questions. Ask question number 2.
Well, I can't do that because the way my questions are set up, it depends on a response.
Ooh, your first question.
Then I'll go. Yeah, then I go in a direction. So.
Do you do that intentionally?
Yes. Let's ask Jerry Ramsey a question.
Do you read body language?
I do very well.
Okay, ask Jerry a question. He watching? Ask him a question.
He should be working.
I know that's right. I hear they got some technology problems at the high school.
The problem is they ain't got no technology.
Man, you seen all the stuff they have?
They're crazy.
They
Isn't
got everything. That school system has got it going on, man. And I don't remember that guy's name. Randy Dupree was the guy that was doing it before, right? Tim and Randy.
Yeah.
Tim and
Tim's the main guy, right? He's kind of over everything. Oh God.
Yes.
What's the?
Oh no, Miss Helms. She said we had it out 8 hours on the road, and Jet talking nonstop and quoting MLB facts the entire time Friday.
Dude, they played this big tournament and they got the runner-up. And
Okay.
I posted the picture.
You showed me the picture.
Yeah, I posted the picture. Let me say this: Jet was not happy.
He got a dinger, didn't he?
He did. Ding. Dude, special.
And didn't he slide? It was over the fence. Bro slid at home, didn't he?
Looking at his uniform, that brother rolled.
That was
first
awesome.
base, second
Man,
base.
I love that, man.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
he did the old Michael Jordan, dirt in the air.
That's good.
Congratulations to those guys, man, for finishing second in a tournament like that. You should be very proud.
Absolutely, it's the World Series, right?
Man.
That-
Then they go to Florida next week, I think.
good grief.
It's big time, man. That Jet Helms is no joke.
This Friday World Series. Oh my gosh.
It was a warm-up tournament.
So is it your birthday today, Jerry Ramsey, or was it your birthday? Brett Davis said, "Lord, oh Lord, Jerry's 40." Are you just 40 years old? I don't think you're old enough to run for office. Don't you got to be a little Jerry? I don't know.
I'll let it go.
Let's thank our sponsors.
Please, would you?
I'll start out and you jump in.
Well, I'm doing a
We
little
wanna thank
something.
our exclusive. Listen, this guy and these guys
Mm-hmm.
are our exclusive law firm, but not just that. They're our anchor sponsor to every show, everything Kapow does. Shelnut and Varner, attorneys at law. When you need someone on your side, give them a call. Anything, personal injury, they take care of you. And let me tell you, they are aggressive.
His birthday was last week.
Last week. Well, happy belated birthday, Jerry. I hope your 18th birthday is good, buddy.
Not sure he looks that old.
I mean, it looks like he's 12. And I think it's jealousy.
It's so funny, man. I was during the game we're broadcasting, I got a message I told you about from Andrew Ford.
Okay.
He said, "Don't get it twisted. It's not Verner. It's Varner." Showing up Varner Laughlin.
Varner. Like that kid.
Wash my hands.
Yeah.
It's a great video.
Have you looked through that book?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you done any of those?
Nope.
That cookbook is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I haven't, but I do enjoy. His last video was pretty good. I watched that last night. It was pretty good.
It was really good.
It was.
Bailey Fawcett Designs. Thank you. Anything you need for multimedia, house designs, wedding photos, Bailey Fawcett Designs. You can reach out on Instagram and find her right there. Brett Davis, candidate for City Council in Southside, Alabama. Place number
5.
Throw your hands up. City Councilman Randy Weiss, right here. Place 2, asking for your vote in Rainbow City. Twin City Used Cars, Etowah County Tip Line, Trent Thrasher Construction. That is how you get things done. And listen, when you get stocked up on stuff and you want to get rid of it, who do you call, Jerry? Fully Loaded. That's who you call.
Every time, every day.
And Clinic 5. What great people.
How about the new sponsor? New Image Weight Loss and Wellness. We got to get over there to get our IVs.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I need that Trent Thrasher special.
I'm really not understanding what's happening here.
What happened?
We're 8 minutes in, and our first guest is not here. What you got?
So, Wiley, Italis got a big vote tomorrow, too. We ain't got no Wiley Quarrel sign.
Wiley didn't bring us a sign.
He was supposed to bring us one. Shout out to D. Randolph Valentine Dupree. He's talking bragging on Randy Dupree being the new head coach at Gaston.
Yeah, man.
That Blue Devil getting it done. And if you watched our show from the hotel the other day, we picked Gaston to win that game.
Sure did.
By the way.
It's wellness, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was making sure.
And wellness.
And wellness. And wellness. Wiley. Who's running? Who's the opponent over there? That's incumbent. Our buddy, Jerry. No. I can see his face right now. Come on, man, help me. See how he does me, y'all? He leaves me out here hanging to dry. Just hanging out to dry. Come on, man. Bob Cross. See? I know. I just had to go through the ABCs. I did that mnemonic thing.
It does.
I had to do A and then B, and it's Bob Cross. Yep, Bob Cross. So, D. Dogs. They posted the custom gloves.
Oh.
The top of 5. The top 5 get its own.
Yeah, man. So it's a point system. He's my Jet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a point system. And top 5, his age group, get this, man, just unbelievable glove. Right now, Jet's in first place in his division.
Like a real glove.
Yeah, no, it's legit Jet.
Not a bad
No. It's the real. It's that leather.
Like the real.
Yeah,
like
it's
that soft broke in.
Hey, so I didn't know this. Brett Davis said Andrew Ford himself and Davis Varner all play football together. Would that be at Westbrook?
Really?
Huh.
Well, how about that?
You know, and I heard when they all graduated high school, the GPA went up at Westbrook.
It's true. That is not false at all. That's so good. The overall GPA. Hey, you helped that school when you left.
Could you imagine those 3 being in the same homeroom?
No.
Come on in, man. This is your time. Come on in.
What's up?
Come on in. Grab a seat, player.
You guys,
Woo.
welcome in Big Country. He's
That brother
coming
just
on
wanted to
in.
make it. He just wanted to make an entrance.
He,
All right.
he did. But
Dude, it's the first person that had to duck just to get in the studio.
We are live already, running the show. Welcome in Big Country, the candidate for Rainbow City Council Place 5.
Hey, no pontification here, man. We'll get into this thing. Hey, Matthew Cherry, thanks for watching, buddy. Man, have you taken a breath yet?
No. It's been such a busy weekend. The campaign, the last chance opportunity in Southside. Some of you got to be there, some of you didn't. Could have been a bigger crowd. But hopefully we'll get some surprise guests on here in a minute and let them have their share.
Have their share.
Yeah.
That's right. Sure.
It's been a busy. We've all been out campaigning hard.
Yeah.
There are, I think we got a stat, there are more signs in Rainbow City We know 2. We know more than Southside. And I think they've got 14 people running or something.
It's
But
a
there's
lot.
A bunch of signs in Rainbow City. Reed and Kyler down there, they love it. Southside's going crazy too. Those picnic table talks seem to
Yeah.
be taking off well.
George did a good job with that.
Yeah. I'm excited. Like everybody asks me, "Are you nervous? Are you nervous?" I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just part of it. This is everyday life. Really, I'd like to help the city and
Yeah.
join a winning team and
Yeah.
get ready to get to work and show everybody what we got going. I'm sorry I'm late. I
That's
was
all
up
right.
at City Hall, speaking to some people out in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I had to
man.
Go get my pickles and stuff. My man Rusty out there, dude. He got me hooked up on it. Dude, he sold me a whole flat, 12 jars of those hot, spicy pickles.
Dude, it's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I hate pickles.
12 jars?
12
Look,
jars.
man,
They're gone.
if I go to
Don't go down there and try to get them.
if I go to a restaurant, get a sandwich, I say no pickles. If it comes with pickles, I don't eat the sandwich. I hate pickles.
Really?
I love hot pickles.
Okay.
Something about it.
So
I
if
don't
it
know.
came with hot pickles, you're in.
Oh, you don't be chomping on
So
that.
what is it? Is it a texture thing?
I don't. No idea. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I just don't like
I
them.
like those hot pickles from Louis.
Oh yeah.
Jumping in that big bucket when he was down there in the plaza.
Now he's over the towel now doing the
know.
thing, man.
I know it.
Hey, so got people jumping in. Brick Boy's a fan.
Oh
Break,
yeah.
break. You didn't take no pictures of us Friday night, break.
That
That's
bro.
what I said. Oh, we went to school together. We graduated together.
Yeah.
From Gaston City. We were the second group of Titans to come out of there.
But Brick Boy looks like he could still be a Titan.
Dude,
Oh,
He looks like he fits into the
Hey,
crowd,
tighten
man.
up, baby. That's what we say.
Tighten up.
Yep. Young. He looked like he had shoulder pads on.
He
out there.
did. He was working,
Had a
man.
towel on. He was
So,
good, yeah.
so we understand, what the elections, man. It's tough, and it's really tough on people's family, maybe more than the candidate. How's your wife and kids? Good.
She's thriving.
Good.
She loves it. We debated on hiring a campaign manager, and we haven't experienced this before. This isn't something that we're like born into. I don't really didn't know what we were doing per se.
Yeah.
But she's done a phenomenal job, and it's every day she's on me. Hey, I need those pictures. I need some pictures to post.
Yeah.
I know everybody's asking for them, and you're taking them. We need some stuff to get out there. She's loving it.
Yeah.
She's getting a little nervous, I think, just because anybody would. It's like performance day, whether it be ballet or the big game, football game or something. So I think Randy and I both we'll both breathe a sigh of relief after this is over with. I think it's been a journey for both of us.
Yeah.
Good and bad. Like,
Sure.
I mean, just politics brings out some just mean things that you would see on Facebook sometimes.
Yeah.
And 99% of the time, they don't know what they're talking about. The candidates are always friends. We could go eat dinner right now and everything be fine. So,
Especially if Randy's paying.
That's right.
But look, you could not hire a better campaign manager than your wife because, I can only think of one person on this planet that you would cower down to, and that's Marley.
that's her.
Let's be fair. Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody else coming at you like that, okay, we ain't going to do that.
Mm-mm.
So,
No.
yeah,
No,
it's her.
sir. Yeah, she's done a phenomenal job. But I think the kids, my daughters Charlotte and Kaysen, they're the ones that holler when we're in the Ranger riding around.
How fun.
Yeah.
Daddy, how many more do we got? Where do we got to go now? And I'm like,
That's
we got to
awesome.
go see Mr. Ramsey right here. We got to go see Mr. Hill. We got to go see Mr. George. And
Yeah.
they're just like, okay. And then they ask again, how many more? How many more?
Seeing their signs on that big board, man, is seeing their
They love to
picture.
do it.
That is
They
cool.
have to go that way. If they're going the opposite way, we got to go that way first.
Or you go by, you got to turn back around and come back by.
Yeah, we got to go make a loop in the monument country.
That's
That
so
was
good.
strategic too, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
love
good.
that you got to
Yeah.
ride above your business.
Yeah,
That's pretty
so
cool.
I tell you, do y'all remember John's Menswear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was the John's Menswear sign. Down in that
It was.
ditch, like
Yeah.
falling down, rotting away. They 4-lane 77. The state comes along. It was rotten. But apparently it was good enough for them to say, hey, we're going to move your sign and make it out of I-beam and rebuild it for you. And I was like, hey, that's great. So we made a deal, that and another driveway, and kind of made that work. So that's our billboard.
Heck yeah.
And so I had Reed and Kyler at UPS store, them guys.
Hilarious.
If it's got words on it, they do it.
Dude.
Yes.
Shirts, cards, billboards, anything.
They're hilarious, by the way.
Yes.
They're crack me
Yes.
up.
I went in the other day. They were so busy, man. I'm
Yeah.
talking boxes everywhere, and they're not stopping moving. I mean, boom, 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 come to me, boom, 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 and just have a great day. I mean,
I'm lost.
It's just
I'm telling you
great.
right now.
Packages not getting around, not arriving. We mail them.
Look, I walked in there to mail a jersey to someone, and he just went to take a bite of a sandwich, and you could see it in his face, man. I felt so bad for the dude, 'cause you know he's been busy all day. He's been ready for the sandwich, right? And yeah, he did a great job. So there are people out there who probably are still deciding who to vote for. I think
right.
most of the people, you know, Hayes in the barn.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
that's
think
a
there's
very
still
famous
some out
quote.
there that are probably waiting to make that decision, and it could be on this show.
It could be.
So what is it? Let's kind of backstep a little bit for people who've been out of the country, who don't know you. Kind of give who you are and why this burning desire to serve in Rainbow City.
Okay. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris Smith. My nickname's Big Country. I got that when I played football at Gadsden City.
Why?
No idea.
I don't know. I'm average height, average weight. So, you know, I come from a long line of politics. My grandfather, Denman Hood, Harley Denman Hood, he was one of 11, but he was like the leader. He kind of saw what was coming in Rainbow City. He was on the planning board from its existence till he said, I'm done. I'm in my days, right? And like I said, he was a founder of Rainbow City, the water board. He was on the first water board. Used to pay the water bill at his house where Winn-Dixie is. I just kind of grew up knowing what went on in Rainbow City. He had like you say, a burning desire to help and watch it grow. That feeling is contagious. I wish I had a better word for it, and I'll think of one, but it's so contagious wanting to be like that. Him having the money to go buy a brand new backhoe, and it being Rainbow Monument Company's backhoe, and the city needing one, and he said, here it is. It's the only one we got, and it's how I run my business, but it's yours. Do with it what you want. Come get it when you need it. That right there should show how much that we pour into the city, and I am following in those footsteps. So we've got Rainbow Monument Company. We're the oldest business in Rainbow City. We take a lot of pride in that. I'm third generation. We're down on Highway 77 right past the Twisted Rainbow. We make monuments from start to finish, in slab form to finished product, setting it in the cemetery. But to go back to a little bit why I want to run, the blue collar man, right? The guy just like you and I, normal people. Not everyone's got to wear a suit and tie. If you do, hey, that's great. Pride for you. But some of us don't, right? Some of us may have a busy life. We work that third shift. We got 7, 18, 11 kids. We can't make it to the council meetings. Hey, and I'm glad we got them streaming now. Vice has got that going, and that's great. Plugs to him. The reason we need a business owner, and we are going to miss Anita Bedwell. We're going to miss her. Her values, okay, second to none. But though her perspective on the way a business is supposed to run, go look.
Yeah.
You can tell.
That's right.
Just go look. They know how to run a business, right? So we need that. Whether you've worked for somebody or done this or done that, you should have to make a payroll or have to buy something pretty expensive for your business and let other people that didn't pay for it run it. That's how you run things, is trusting in your employees to move forward and letting them trust you that you've got their best interest at heart.
Right.
Like you got to be approachable.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, well, maybe he's too busy or he's too official. No, that's Big Country. He coached my kid one time, or I saw him, he helped me when my grandfather died, or something. Like, it's just, I'm all around. I'm trying to help you. If I'd give you the shirt off my back if I know it fit you and you wouldn't get lost in it, I really want to join this winning team and show the city what we're about. I don't know. I check all the boxes. I know I said that last time. It's kind of a cliche term to use, but you're not going to out Rainbow City me. Being who we are and how we kind of operate, we try to keep the business here, you know. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready for this election to go.
He's fired up.
He is,
Yes,
makes
sir.
sense.
Katie McConnell says, I think Marley Smith needs a much needed date night to the Sizzler after this election.
Can't go wrong with this.
Don't nobody.
He's taking care of it.
Sizzler.
Man.
Dude, it's funny. Jeff and I got to do the first ball game down in South Georgia for Coosa and Pierce County, and just for a brief moment, it crossed my mind as they were coming on the field. Man, Bubba would love this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bubba used to make me a mixtape before my games. See,
we know.
Wheeze laugh.
Yeah.
And it would be like
Oh,
the first
my
4 or
gosh.
5 tracks would be like wrestler
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And I just see Bubba just with a beanie on, covering his eyes, just like getting pumped in the corner, trying to lose some weight. But,
Sorry, I missed that dude, man.
yeah, he was something else. I always try to bring him up. He's cool. He was a role model for me. He really was. If he loved you,
Yeah.
you knew it. But if he didn't,
You still knew it.
yeah, you knew it.
Still knew it.
Oh, man, that's so good.
But
That's
yeah,
great.
you know, public service and being a councilman
Yeah.
is so rewarding in such a way that you can help people in their problems when they have no idea how to do it. You know, like you just can be that resource and take that burden off that person that just flooding. Your yard's flooding. You just bought this house. You just moved in.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. Is Google going to help you? No. They're going to send somebody out there to charge you a bunch of money. But no, you need to call your local rep. All right?
Yeah.
You need to call somebody that you feel approachable, that's just going to come out there and help you take the steps you need to get it going. If you want, your organization needs help, the council is there
Yeah.
to run this city like a business. I can't quit saying that. I think that in all aspects of it, it is a well-oiled machine.
Sure.
Mayor Taylor has got this thing going on,
That's a fact.
going strong. I like to see us keep going. Get that young perspective in there and someone that they feel like's one of them,
Sure.
So, yeah.
I just had a vision in my head of Robin Big with him and Brick Boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I'm sorry.
Telling you about-
Yeah, that's so good. I like the
Stone Cold
fact.
Steve Austin, Marley says. But she said Stone
Cold.
Oh, my
Steve
gosh.
Austin.
All right, so give me one thing right now that people do not know about Chris Smith. Besides, you don't like these things in the road to keep you from turning, going and
Oh,
get
yeah,
those.
some
I
of the
mean,
flip down things.
what's something people do not know about you?
Well, that's, I don't want to say I'm speechless, right? But I'm so transparent, I don't know that I have many secrets, all right? Not that I'm so vibrant on Facebook, right? I don't post like all my
Sure,
everyday
sure.
thoughts and stuff. But I'm that kind of guy that, not in a brash way, but I kind of let you know how I feel.
Mhm.
Respect it or not, right? But I'm here for the people. I'm here for everyone, not one specific person. I know I keep kind of going towards the blue collar. The blue collar is the one that doesn't vote, and that's the reason I keep going to that. The guy that gets off at 5:30, dude, he don't want to stop by the city hall, but hey, I'll be there. It don't take 5 minutes, but your voice right now is what is going to make this thing make or break, right? But I think that's really what I would generalize in saying, I'm here for the people.
Yeah.
The whole city, wholeheartedly, business, home, with no plans to leave. I didn't move here. Something didn't happen. My job didn't move me here, and I ended up loving this place. God put me here. I feel like He led me to do this. I just didn't wake up one day and say, that was a good Jack's biscuit, I'm going to run for city council. You know,
Chances are,
Sometimes it's pretty good.
it's a good biscuit, though.
That's right.
I do hear you enjoy a good Popeye's chicken.
Oh my goodness. So when I get in there, they say, big country here. Big country's here. And that,
Spicy or mild?
Oh, spicy.
Come
all the
on.
way.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
With the sparkle.
Oh, yes. Well, you got to have a sparkle. You got to go in there and get. Now, oh my God. Can't believe I'm going to say it. You got to get 2 chicken biscuits, add butter, a little spice. You got to tell them. Don't kill me on that spice.
Little spice.
And if they don't make eye contact with you, you're getting a whole spoonful. You have to reach around there. Don't kill me on that pepper.
Easy on it.
Uh-huh.
That's so
You gotta
good.
ask for the sparkle now. You know that? You gotta ask for it. When you go to the
So interesting. Good question here. What about taking Pinson Valley kids' lunch money on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah, we got their tail. So,
Just
Justin Chandler.
yeah, we got on them. So, all right. Shout out Justin. I didn't know how that was going to go. Didn't know how the game was going to go. I'll say we were prepared, but when you learn a new blocking scheme, you don't know what to expect.
Sure.
The kids are going up against dummies, blocking foam-filled bags, and that was their first time to go against real talent. And those boys are fast. If they ever got away from us, that was it. Okay, but we showed up and showed out. We've got a lot to work on in our red zone offense, but that'll come. We just got to get mean. Might have to run up there and pinch them or something. They just got to get mad. But yeah, we took them out 6-0.
awesome.
Woo!
18. That's 18.
That is the Southside Panther Youth A team. I've helped them probably 10 years, 11 years. I don't have any kids out there. I do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If you're a parent, you either love that or hate that, right? And I think we all know why without having to say that. And the reason is I'm going to play who I think's doing the job better. I don't care if you got one leg, one arm. If you're doing the job better, you're doing it.
Get in the game.
Period.
Polo
And you play
tink.
both sides. And
Got no feet.
that's
You've been coaching Pee Wee ball for 12 years, man.
yeah. That's a
Thank you
long
for that.
time.
Heck
That's
yeah.
long time. And it's funny
awesome.
now. I was scrolling Facebook last night, and you're seeing them become officers, public
wow.
servants,
Man.
attorneys. Dude, it's crazy. And I'm just 35 years old. I can't believe that they're developing that fast and progressing so much. Just shout out to every single one of them.
That's
I
so
don't
cool.
want to call one, but
Yeah.
just every single one of them. And every time I'm out somewhere, you know they change when you see them when they're 10 and 12.
Yeah.
Then you see them again when they're 25. They look different. They look completely different. You don't recognize them all the time.
Danny Starnes, stop. Just stop.
Either
Just stop.
they're big now or little. But yeah, it's a mess.
Here's what we got. We got 4 minutes in your segment.
No, we have a minute and a half left.
What?
Yeah.
Is my watch off?
Yeah. It's 11:29.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I don't think you should.
I am.
Okay. I'm trying to give you some more minutes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
We gotta keep it rolling, baby.
No, that's cool.
Floor's yours, man. Danny Starnes got to stay. It got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Football.
He's throwing shade at Coach Probst.
Okay.
This ain't the time.
He knew exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Wrong show, Danny. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you for all the support from this whole city. Every business that came to us and asked, hey, we want to be on there from that first one. We love each and every one of you. The guys that we got to talk to at your house, I kind of respected that. I didn't come to do a bunch of door knocking. Because I know how I feel at 5:30, hot, tired, sweaty, and I want to go inside and see my kids and my wife. I don't not that I'm saying that you're full of slime, but I don't necessarily want to hear it right then. And I'm slimy. I've been sweating all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do just want to thank the whole city for the support, and I know that we are going to have a freaking turnout tomorrow, and it's going to be a party, and we're going to do it big country style. If
Oh,
y'all ain't seen that,
sir.
y'all get ready. I'm gonna have them out there with sandwich boards doing flips. They're practicing right now down at Z's.
That is
No,
great.
it's gonna be great. Again, thank you for everything.
Heck yeah,
and I
man.
am so excited to get ready on this journey to hopefully be your next councilman in place 2 in Rainbow City. So thank you for everything you guys are doing
Heck
as
yeah,
well.
man.
This platform has taken off, and I know you guys know that, but it is impressive how many people, the further out you go, know and recognize your guys' platform. It's
That's
crazy.
cool. Yeah,
You know,
thank you.
people in Atlanta, when we buy rocking, you've got fans in Elberton, Georgia, that didn't even know you guys were in the same hometown as me, and I buy monuments.
How about that?
It's
yeah.
crazy.
How about
Heck
that?
yeah, man. We
Everybody-
appreciate and enjoy getting to know you, man. Hey, good luck. You fought a great fight.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very
Heck yeah,
much.
man.
The man
Heck
on the
yeah.
plan.
Yes, sir.
Big Country, asking for your vote. Chris Smith, Big Country, Rainbow City, place 2.
And hey, use this Joey Statham pen to sign that waiver, because if you hit your head, it's on you. Right? We need.
All right. Thank you.
That's it, man.
Appreciate you, my man.
There he is.
So much.
You know, the people of Rainbow City are. They got a tough choice, but they win. It's a win.
Every time he comes in, it's just awesome.
Yeah. Can't wait to have him on.
This is VZ
You
Music.
jumped at it. I can't wait to have him on and just talk a little football. After all this is said and done, just talk a little football.
Man, he's fun. Every time he comes in, we crack up.
He's a big old dude.
He really
I'm
almost
telling you, thought I was
hit him
kidding.
that
I'm
door.
saying, hey, I'm just saying that
We have
way.
a cutout that goes into a hallway, and bro, I don't think we cut that tall enough.
I
right?
guess not.
So he would be what, 6'6"?
Maybe a little bigger.
Is he?
It's a big dude,
You're
man.
6'4"?
No, I'm 6'3".
6'3"?
Yeah.
And you look little.
I am.
Well, you is little. You're skinny now.
Danny
Our
Starnes.
next guest should be here in a
Dude.
second.
You can always count on Danny Starnes to stir something up.
Dude.
He cracks me up.
He's like,
man.
is Probst the coach and waiting for the Auburn University job? Hey, I don't know. Dude, the way he walked out there Friday night was just different. I've never been
Yeah.
in a game with him. And
Hey, come on in. This your time. He's 6'7", by the way.
coming on in to Kapow Studios.
Scared to
is
death. He's never been here
Blake
before.
Hagan.
What's going on, man?
How are y'all?
Nice to meet you.
Doing good.
Good to see you.
Good.
Have a
seat.
Sir.
Welcome.
Thank you
welcome.
for coming on.
Yes, absolutely.
Again,
Thanks for having me.
this is something I can check off the bucket list because my daughter loves you, and Abby said you better have him on. And
I appreciate it.
so, hey, let's do this. You've never been here before, and we appreciate you. I know you're very busy and everything you do to serve the community, man. So thank you for all that. But introduce yourself a little bit. Camera's there, and let people know kind of who you are. A lot of people know you, but go ahead and introduce yourself to the Kapow family.
Yes, sir. My name is Blake Hagan. I'm running for Place 1, Southside City Council. Born and raised in Southside. Went to school there. Played multiple sports. Right now, I'm coaching middle school and Pee Wee. Serve as a firefighter at Gadsden Fire and work at Gadsden State Police as well. Just wrapped up my schooling for EMT too. So
Heck
I'm
yeah.
going to take my registry, but yeah.
Congratulations.
That's basically me. I love my city. I'm very prideful of it. I just want to see it, grow in a better direction.
Heck yeah, man.
What motivated you to say, you know what, man, I want to
Like you got extra time. Like you got extra time to do
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I like to do a lot of things. I have multiple hats I wear. So
Yeah.
what
That's
really
a good
made
one you got
me-
on, by the way.
Thank you. Love Pittsburgh, big Pirates fan, Penguins. But what really got me to run this year is, if you see something that's broke, I was always raised to, fix it.
Sure.
So, not saying that it was broke completely, but if you don't like something, kind of throw your hat in there and try to do something about it instead of just sitting back and complaining, because complaining's not going to fix anything.
Oof.
That's my opinion. I think
Sound like you grew up in church.
I did. Yes, sir.
Grew up would be an understatement. That brother tall.
Yeah, everybody coming in here is a big people, man. Heck yeah. So, from obviously you live in Southside, and from just a citizen, what would you like to see happen with your city?
I would like to see. I don't know. I feel like the past few years we've kind of grown into this little drama, laughingstock community, especially on the Facebook groups. Some council meetings I think have gotten out of hand. I just like to bring back professionalism, respect, and integrity to Southside and what it was.
Wow.
is basically what
I like
I'd
that.
to see.
Well, if you're telling somebody to sit down and show up in a council meeting, they're probably going to do
They're
it.
gonna sit down.
So you're at Gadsden State.
Yes, I am.
We got questions.
We coming for you, Jay. Oh, also Shelby. Shelby, we want to know stuff about Shelby.
And Paul Millirons,
We know the stories
That's a
about
great
Paul.
guy. Great guy.
Mike Powell.
Mike Powell. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Sorry, I just went to meddling,
Can't talk
Mike. My
about things
bad.
on these shows. He's trying to
What
get
a
legs.
what a good group over there.
It really is. Really is.
Despite Jay.
Despite Jay, yeah, that's right. I'm probably the youngest one there.
Yeah.
But I'm surrounded by so many guys with so much experience. It's a great learning environment. Absolutely.
How are those things you think will help you if elected to be a city council person?
I feel like in my experiences with both fields of careers, and I also served in the military as well. In my 6 years, I was also a firefighter doing that too.
He's a young Jamie Grant.
Yeah, a fact.
Yeah.
I just feel like those experiences just instilled like a set of qualities and responsibilities that I feel like I can, take to the council. But, I'm not familiar with, all the responsibilities it comes with. I know it's going to be a learning curve for sure. I can't sit here and pretend like I'm going to know everything.
Sure.
I won't.
Yeah.
But, I hope to, they say they assign them, the mayor assigns certain people certain roles. I hope they give me, they assign me, police and fire,
Yeah.
public safety.
Yeah,
I feel like
makes
I would
sense.
benefit in that role.
Sure.
They do youth sports and PYA. I said on my Facebook that I'd like to be co-assigned because I believe Joseph Hutchins is assigned to that right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have a little piece. I'm involved with the PYA and
I'm involved with the PYT.
I also help out with Athletics Foundation. Just when
Great
they-
group. That's a great
I
group.
really like Mr. Jeff Langford and Scott Mayo. They do a lot for that
Yeah,
program.
they do. Yep.
And, they call me and when they need someone tall on a ladder. So I'm a good guy for that.
Yeah, a ton of people commenting on Jay Freeman's watching. Is that Captain Jay Freeman?
That's Chief. That's Chief Freeman.
I know.
He's throwing off on you, man.
I
See how he
know.
does?
Somebody says that Jay Freeman gets the best hair award.
Yeah. He's got that trophy on his shelf.
It's hard to beat.
Somebody also said, Jay, shouldn't you be working?
Well.
He said lunch break. Danny Starnes, hey, special thanks to all the first responders. Unlike a lot of Americans, we can sleep safe and sound because of people like you. That's a great comment. He also says Southside was a laughingstock prior to the garbage pickup and fire stations. Talk about the fire station.
Yeah.
I think that's very beneficial. I would say research on the call volumes that Southside actually receives.
Yeah.
They help out Rainbow City.
Sure they do.
Ohatchee. I think a few weeks, maybe a month back, they went out to Ohatchee and helped Ohatchee Fire, which I believe is a volunteer fire department.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So Southside actually, I believe, operates at a full-time capacity, but they're part-time. So I feel like that fire station was very beneficial.
Heck yeah. I think everybody says that it's,
Absolutely.
man, it's
It's
much
nice.
needed.
Very nice.
Much needed.
You talked about some conflict maybe in Southside,
Yes.
a little bit of back and forth. My dad would call it yeah-yan,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
And obviously running for office, you gotta want to have a desire to bring people together. You have to. So there's a little controversy out there. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. If you don't know about it, you don't know about it. But some real estate was purchased, and some people are in a lot of uproar about that.
Are you talking about the Powell Street?
That's
I believe
right.
is what it is. Yes, I did see that. I've heard different opinions, different stories. I'm not really sure what the truth is to it. I know that there was apparently a lawsuit coming, and they tried to save money by just going ahead and buying it out.
Yeah.
So
Not being in there, it's hard to
it's
comment
hard
on.
not to know, but this is what I've gathered.
Yeah.
I would say, if you save whatever you did from the lawsuit, because there's fees, lawyer fees, court fees, stuff like that involved too,
Sure.
not just the settlement alone.
Yeah.
If you're gonna save on that by paying, I think it was like double what it was worth.
Right.
Maybe that's not a bad decision.
Right.
But I can't really make a good call on that because I don't really know the full story.
Where I'm going is you would listen to your people, your constituents. You would say, hey, before I make a vote or a determination, you sound like a guy that's going to listen a little bit. I mean, you're in service. So.
Right. I would feel like I would want to get as much information as I could before making a decision.
That's right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew it. You play baseball?
No, I actually was terrible at baseball, surprisingly.
Got the baseball frame. Son.
Somebody, God couldn't give him everything.
He's even looking like Paul Skeens.
You got that? You got that
He is a
Skeens.
Pittsburgh fan.
I know a lot of middle school kids call me that all the time. I don't get it, but
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll
Take it, right.
I'll take it for sure.
He's gonna go to some ball games or some events.
Sign an
Start
autograph,
signing
Paul
stuff.
Skeen.
Yeah.
I just need to get another Pittsburgh hat and start wearing that around.
That's
right.
exactly. So is Blake still pushing the pickleball courts forward in Southside?
I am.
That's by Jerry Ramsey.
Jerry Ramsey, great question. I am. I feel like.
Great's a
Allen-
strong word.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What is it?
He said, "Great." It's a strong word.
Strong word. Sorry, Jerry. I feel like we need tennis courts right now, especially because the tennis team has nowhere to play.
See, it's hard to hear him. Can you turn him up? Somebody say, Jeff. Hold on a second.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, George.
Maybe a little clearer.
A little clearer.
And again, we appreciate everything George does for Southside and Rainbow City, man.
Another mic.
It was
Let's
very
roll that out.
eye-opening to see what he contributed to this year's election.
Good dude, man.
Open house to all candidates. That was very fair. And then, Mondays. Was it Monday? What's today? No, it was Friday. No, Saturday. It was Saturday when he did that last call.
Yeah, man.
I really enjoyed that.
Heck
I thought
yeah.
it was great. Great. I hate that y'all weren't there. Missed
Man,
y'all, but
us
hey, I
too.
understand why. That's a far
Oh,
drive.
it's a long. We were dang near in Jacksonville, Florida. So getting
Would
back,
have rather been here.
getting on the road, driving, starting at 3:30 a.m. to come on back is tough. Great questions here, man. People are just taking shots at you, which I personally love.
I started looking at him.
Yeah, Jay Freeman asked, "Hey, how about that wiffle ball championship?"
Oh yeah. I think it was about a year ago on the 100 some anniversary for Gadsden State. I forget, it might be 100, 150. I might be way off, but they got all the departments in Gadsden State and had a wiffle ball tournament. It's supposed to be softball, but I'm glad it was wiffle ball because I'm not very good at it. But we ended up winning the championship, and then we played the Gadsden State baseball team, and that was miserable for us. They whooped us pretty good.
If they hadn't, it would have been bad.
Yes.
Right. If it hadn't, it would have been issues.
They had a great season last year too.
They did, man.
Excited for this year.
I love what's going on with them right now. They have the father-son, what do they call that?
Camp or practice?
Something like that.
Camp.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
camp.
right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's right.
cool, man. That's
When we
really
sat with
cool.
Blake, he was telling us about it. It was man, they built a good program. He's done a good
They're
job.
doing good things
Proud
over
of
there.
him. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then they got that new stadium coming.
And it's rolling along.
It is. I
Looks
believe
good.
So.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice right there on the river.
It's Justin Chandler. Somebody said, his wife taught you to be a better listener. Is what.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Brett Davis. This is someone you could look up to, buddy. He says, "What's up?"
What's up? What's low?
That's so funny.
I love
Son,
Brett. Brett's
what
a
is-
great guy.
That's my oldest son is a police officer, and he says that. What does that? What does that mean?
What's what mean?
Yeah, what you just said. What's love?
What's low?
Yeah.
I don't really know. He said, "What's up?" So I'm looking
What's low?
at him. What's low?
What's love?
Oh, I thought that was a lyric from a Tupac.
Oh.
Is that a Tupac lyric?
You would know.
That's Tina Turner's lyric. What's love got to do with it?
That's who it's-
It ain't nothing but a secondhand emotion. A walk over to women. Okay.
But to answer that question, I am for the pickleball tennis courts. They need some courts to play on this year because Gadsden's tearing down theirs.
Yeah.
I know that they're playing at the country club, but they have to pay a fee. So I feel like,
Of course they do.
Yeah, I feel like if we get something built to benefit them, it's going to benefit everybody else. And plus, I like pickleball courts. I
Okay.
play in Rainbow City all the time. So
Shout out to Rainbow City.
Can you beat Joe Taylor in pickleball?
I have not seen him play, and I don't want to underestimate. It depends who his partner is too.
That's a good answer.
Joe don't need a partner. Him and his ego can beat you. There's no question.
What is the one thing if
Love you, Joe.
If you could say, okay, these 4 years I get elected, in these 4 years, this is the one thing, the most important thing that I want to accomplish in my tenure if I'm able to serve for these 4 years.
One thing I'm able to accomplish. I guess that's a tough question.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be accomplished, I guess, in that role. I would want to say that the people felt like they were able to talk to me and they felt like their voices were heard. That would be my number one goal is
Always
communication,
important.
I would say. And I would like to get those courts done. Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I need somebody to listen to me. Listen to me right here. You work and be best friends with somebody for 35 years and they don't listen. I mean, when he's talking to guests, he looks at that and he's watching. Let me tell you what he did.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
talking.
I wasn't listening.
If you work with somebody, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you're talking, you guys talk for a living, you do radio, you TV, whatever. What is this stuff? Social media, whatever the crap is, and you're talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then you realize, you look over, he's not responding, and he's watching game film from Huddle, and
I'm
what
multitasking.
would you think?
I'm
Would you
multitasking.
value that? Would you think that friendship is valuable?
Well, you know how many jobs this dude has? You don't think he multitask? Please. Dude, Brett Davis said, Too Short, that's me. Hey, I know Too Short.
I do.
Pick a song, I got the lyrics.
Don't
I can't say them on here, but
have
I
to
know.
mute the whole show.
That's true. All right, so let's talk about if elected, there has to be, the whole council and the mayor, whomever that is, have to be united.
Right.
I think that's a big issue. I think there's some splintering. I'm not pointing fingers at who's wrong, who's right, but from the outside looking in, it seems like it's not a united front. How
Right.
important would that be?
I feel like it's very important.
Yeah.
Some of these council meetings, you see the conflict, and you just wonder. Before then, some council meetings, and probably most of them, there's been a few with conflicts, but it rolls smooth.
Yeah.
The ones with conflicts where they're just not on the same page, I feel like it kind of drags on, and a lot of people are tired of it. I feel like most of the community just wants it back to what it was, just smooth rolling, and if they had a problem, they could come find you and have a conversation and see what can be done about an issue. So I feel like it's very important to have, I guess, all council members and the mayor to be on the same page.
Have you had time to speak with all the proposed mayors, the incumbent Dana Snyder, Dan Childs, Joey Statham? Have you had conversations with those three?
I've had conversations with Mr. Childs and the mayor Snyder. I got to meet Joey yesterday not yesterday, it was Saturday at the last call, and I like them all. I feel like they're all driven, and I feel like they all want to have their own goals. I honestly think that all three of them would be a good fit. It just matters on their votes, who gets in. But I feel like I could work with all three of them. I feel like they're great people, and good for them for stepping out and running and rerunning.
I was tested to see how I answered that question.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You always ask things with a side agenda.
Well, I just want to see, man. I want to see where you are. I think it's a reasonable question that
Sure.
people
Well,
would
that's
know
good.
Absolutely.
because
That's a good one.
I think there's certain city council hopefuls that do not like certain mayor hopefuls.
I see.
But to be able to, regardless, be able to work together, that's what's like being an adult, right?
Right. Well, you're working at a professional capacity. It don't matter how
Sure.
you feel personal, it's professional. So that's how I feel. You
So
just-
let's really put him on the spot. Two of our favorite people, right? And we're really getting to favorite people and getting to know them better. Let's talk about place two for a second. Jennifer McGriff, Justin Chandler, two of the nicest, most genuine human beings on the planet. And I think they they really, really, really like each other. That's how a race should
Rare.
be ran, right?
It's rare, but yeah, that's
It's respect. I mean, they want this position, right? And they're working hard to get it.
Yes.
But they truly, Southside cannot lose in that effort, man.
I agree.
No,
They're
I feel like
fantastic.
place 2 is well taken care of either way.
Yeah.
And Justin's really, not saying I'm picking favorites, but he has really worked his tail off in this election.
Coaches are going to stick together.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. We know.
I
mean,
like
it's okay.
Jennifer too.
You better.
I went to school with her daughter, so I got to be careful what I say.
Not
you're
asking
testing me.
who you're voting for.
Yeah, you're testing me.
But there,
No, I'm just
not every race is a Jennifer McGriff, Justin Chandler
No,
race,
not at
right?
all. That has been a very good race right there.
Yeah,
very respectful.
that should be. Hey, if you want to run for election, be like these two people.
Absolutely.
I mean, and
They both offer great things.
Both very nice, but I think they would both slit somebody's throat for the city of Southside,
gosh.
right? I mean, they're
I agree.
those people are fantastic. Now let's talk bad about your opponents.
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
Let's do it, man. Let's
Some
do
views
it.
are about to jump now.
Let's do it. It's about to get real. How many minutes we got left?
Got about 8 minutes.
Oh, we can cause a stir for 8 minutes. We can cause a stir for 8 minutes. Sorry, but I'd never seriously asked that question. But it's a you have 3 in your race.
Yes. I do.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, yeah. I'm sorry. A lot of people jumping on.
Yeah, I love when you have something you really want to say, but you go, no, that's negative against somebody.
Yeah. Wow.
It takes a pause.
I have to. I've been doing this a long time, right? And most of the time, I don't care. To be fair.
That's right.
Let's see. Danny Starnes has a question. We have business leaders on the board already. Sorry. He was answering someone else's question. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry about that. So, what is something that you think you bring to the table that the other 2 opponents do not? Not throwing off on them. I'm
Right.
saying just
Absolutely.
we're talking about you and you focus. What do you bring?
I feel like I bring energy, a young perspective, and I feel like that's something that's needed right now.
He called them monks old, didn't he? That's what he said. He said they're old.
I think those guys are great. I feel like they have great qualities to be in that place, but I feel like I'm different in my age, in my perspective, and I feel like I'm just very prideful of my city that I've always been here. Lived here, love it here, never gonna leave.
How about that? You don't hear a lot of young people say that. You really don't. Not these days.
No, it's like I can't wait to get out of here to go to something bigger and better and nicer. But you're fighting to make this the place that people want to stay.
Yes.
Awesome, man.
That's, man, heck yeah.
You know, a lot of people our age when they hear young perspective, they cringe. We don't. I think it's important.
Sure.
Because you guys are the ones that are having families now, little babies and children, and you've got to have people that have the energy to work, but also to, hey, I'm going to make this better for my kids now. So you got somebody that's going to fight. How important is it for Southside to have these pickleball courts and these tennis courts, but also youth practice fields? That's a huge thing in Southside, right?
Yes.
You played youth sports.
Oh yeah.
High school sports, college, whatever. But these babies got to have stuff in Southside. How important is recreational things for children to you?
I think it's very important. I feel like sports has taken a big step up to importance of a kid's life right now, whether they play it or not. I
Sure.
feel like it's very important right now. The middle school and Pee Wee actually share a practice field during the season, right? And it's not even it's a field. I feel like
That's not good.
No, I feel like we should develop a better field. And I know it takes money and time, so I'm not saying this 4 years, let's get it done. I know it takes time, but I feel like they need more practice fields, more ball fields. We're kind of behind on the ball game.
Yeah.
If you look at Rainbow City, I mean, they're turfing their field right now, and
Yeah.
it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
And I know, it's hard to compete when your money's different when it comes in, but I feel like we should still try to stay to the standard that it is. I feel like we're very behind on the the pickleball and stuff like that, but it's been very big for the past 4 years, probably around COVID.
That's wide open. Yeah.
Yes, and I've heard some people say it might be a dying sport or whatever, but I still think that after 5 years, a $200 paddle that people are still buying,
Yeah.
it's pretty big still.
Right.
So I would say let's try to get moving forward on these fields and
Sure.
facilities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, 100%.
So Peyton Horton says, man, you will be an asset to Southside.
I hope Peyton Horton. Yep, he's a good guy.
Carson Butler, hey, sounds very professional, Blake. Good luck tomorrow. That's a good young dude that's going to be president
gosh,
one
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Freaking
Politician,
Carson
right?
Butler.
Big Alabama fan too.
Okay, that's the next question. You guys are missing the next question, Danny Stern says. Alabama or Auburn?
I don't know if this is going to lose votes or not, but
It's going to.
yeah, this is about to. Neither.
Who's your team?
Tennessee. Yep.
I respect.
I
I respect.
I'm gonna be
it.
honest. Big Tennessee guy. So
Okay. You see what I wear. I'm not scared.
Notre Dame. Yep. Love it.
What do you think your season's going to be? You did lose your quarterback.
I'm happy about it. Not
He's a
sad.
me guy. He's a me guy.
I forget what game. I believe it was the Tennessee-Arkansas game.
Okay, I remember it.
Ran out of bounds.
Yep.
Didn't try.
Didn't try.
I was done after that game. I like our new one that we got, Aguilara. I feel like
It was a trade. You really traded.
really it was a trade. Probably the first trade ever in college.
It really
football,
is.
you
No,
know.
heck yeah.
I'm confident in it. Will Brooks, probably my favorite player,
Dude, he's a dude.
especially against Alabama.
Come on,
Sorry.
Careful, careful.
Sorry.
People voting tomorrow.
I know.
guys.
Trying to help
Glad
you.
I ain't voting this house.
No, a lot of my friends are Bama fans, and we love watching it together.
Sure. Third Saturday in October.
Yeah, love it. And, they've been hating on me for years, but
Nothing
we finally got
sucks
a
like
few.
Big
We
Orange.
finally
Wear
got a
that
few.
gaudy orange around proud as a mug, don't you?
I try not to rub it in as much. I try to be, sympathetic.
Danny Starnes, nothing sucks like that Big Orange.
He did make a good comment. He said he lives in Trustful up in that area. He said we did a lot with the parks and Trustful just asking for the community to help to get involved.
Absolutely.
How much time we got,
Is
Jeff?
it,
3 minutes?
is it Trustful that built the under the bridge?
Yeah, I think so.
Tyler Roberts is from Southside, and he's a big pickleball player. He really loved that facility in Trustful. So
They're doing franchises like indoor pickleball courts.
Yeah.
And it's a big, huge thing. We ought to go. We get a group together, Joe Taylor, and we'll just put this group together, and you'll fund it for us.
I still think, man, we got to bring Major League Wiffle Ball here. It's big up in Brighton, Michigan. They're going everywhere. It's a
is that
big
the
thing.
ones that are always live streaming?
Yeah, they crack me up, by the way. Those dudes crack me up. All right, so you got a couple minutes left, man. This is your time. Look in that camera and ask the people of Southside for their vote. The floor is yours.
Floor is mine. I just want to say thank you all again for having me.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate y'all. I want to ask the city of Southside for vote for me, because I feel like we need a young leader in there that speaks for the young community that is living in Southside, and I want young people to stay in Southside. I feel like I bring professionalism, civil service to the board, and I feel like I can bring so much more once I get in there and learn. So I just ask for your vote, and thank you for all the support, and that's all I got.
How about that?
You know who's not going to be voting for him now?
Bravo.
AARP.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, you're not
getting
good.
those, I hate going to
That's so fun.
It's all the stinking time. Blake Hagan asking for your vote. Southside City Council tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Get out and vote. Man.
Place one?
Place one.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
All right.
Blake, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate y'all
Thanks,
so
man.
much.
Good luck to you.
Y'all have a good day. You too, man. What a-
My daughter loves running calls with this guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what she
She
said.
was sitting at the last
No, she drives the ambulance.
Oh, she runs that.
No, she drives the ambulance. Abby. Yeah. See you, brother. Thank you so much. She was dispatching.
Almost on off the road.
Yeah, it was her. Yeah.
What a good dude.
First time I've got to meet him, but I've heard a ton of good things, and now I see what the fuss is about.
Man, I love it.
Good dude, man.
I mean, we do need, we need young people involved in politics, and I love it seeing these guys. They're in their 20s, just getting out there and getting after it. Jonathan Portwood, man, we're praying for you, buddy.
Yeah, man. I didn't know, right? So, geez.
My gosh.
Talked to your sister yesterday.
So we're praying that surgeries and rehab and all that stuff goes better, and you'll be back on the mend very, very soon.
What a great service yesterday, by the way.
was
You did
really
so well. Man. You did so good yesterday. It was real.
It was
I love
fun.
real.
Fun. You do love real.
But the worship was, bro, the worship was strong.
Man, it was on fire.
Man, it was
Started
good.
off with that first song.
Yeah, it was
incredible.
It was, the whole atmosphere was
It killed
great.
it, son. Good crowd too.
It
How
was.
about that?
Everybody was just here for the event we have from 2 to 4.
No, they weren't. No, most of them didn't even.
Let him
say
show
it.
up. Let him show up for that.
Matthew Cherry, yeah, the city of Clay has had several professional pickleball.
Really?
tournaments.
I didn't know that. We don't really get down that way, I guess.
Man, how about that? Our next guest is going to roll in. Shoot, I figured he'd already be here.
Who is it?
It is Randy Weiss.
Who?
This guy right here.
Coach! You mean state championship winner, Coach. Vice, baby. Come on in, man.
The coach is rolling in.
Woo.
Coach, how are you?
Don't get the tension. You took the day off, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let me turn my phone off real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. We just can't have you in
Push
detention.
those two mics in front of us.
We don't
We're
like
like
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah, we got two of them. We got two
But
different.
anyway, how you guys doing?
Kind of like
You know,
MSNBC.
for any better would be you.
I know that's
Not that the world could take more Randy Vices. Who needs that?
The world doesn't need too many more vices, right?
Coach,
Don't be putting some vices.
You
put
can't
me in
spell
a vice
service.
all the time.
Can't spell service without R vice.
I heard
Heard
that.
that. Somebody told me.
Mostly you.
Yeah.
Or
So hey, before we really dive into this, man, how is the new school year? Man, I know you get very excited
It's going
about that.
great. I love it.
Yeah.
I hate missing today, but
Yeah.
again, I know this is important, and you know, my staff, our administration understands that completely. And I've taken personal days. School's going great.
Yeah.
Kids are engaged. I don't mean to be married, but I'm engaged in the learning process.
Hey, it's good to
Right, but,
details
they're
matter.
Engaged in the learning process, and I think we've got a lot of young teachers, and that's always encouraging to me because
Yeah.
for a while it was hard to get young people into the profession,
Sure.
and it's really neat to see the new wrestling coach, Coach Swindle, or Andrew Dutton, baseball player. You know,
That
he's-
dude was
He was, you know, and
his
he-
brother.
Definitely, he's still going.
Got his first strikeout.
really?
Wow,
Yeah.
That's awesome. But you know, I missed some. Missed a lot of the younger
Yeah.
teachers, and I don't want to start calling names, but Austin Reynolds. Since I said I wasn't going to call any more names, but got a lot of young folks, and they're along with the great staff that's already there. It's just been knock on wood, and I'm not superstitious, but it's been a great school year. So
Heck
far.
yeah.
That's good.
What's your favorite thing when it comes to just teaching class? What was it that you really enjoy?
I love the interaction. I mean, I don't want to be Charlie Brown's teacher and sit up there. And,
Wah, 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 wah.
You know, I want.
I've heard him preach before.
You
You hear that every Sunday.
I read in a book that the average attention span of a teenager is like 14 and a half, 15 minutes.
It may be less now.
And if you and if you stand up there and you talk for 45, 50 minutes,
Yeah.
by the last 30 minutes they're not engaged.
Yeah.
So, but what you can do is space that out with questions, and when kids have read the material the night before, which this year is happening,
It's still early.
It is still early. You're correct on that. But it's that I love the engagement with the kids and the
Yeah.
fact that they're learning, and it's really cool when they don't know something and all of a sudden they know it.
Clicks.
It clicks.
Yeah, I love
And
it.
elementary teachers get to experience that more than high school teachers, obviously. Heck, they teach them how to read and all the good stuff. But nonetheless, I love to see kids learn.
That's awesome. I bet you'd have a fun class. I bet your class would be fun.
I try to keep it fun but not silly, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, we can have fun. We do a lot of different things. We carve soap every year after our unit on Native Americans.
Yeah.
Cool.
I bring in tons of soap, and the kids.
In your dad's baskets.
Oh, that's a good idea. I may do that this year. But
Love it.
Love his
Love
baskets,
the
man.
kids, and we give them spoons. You don't want to give them knives. But
They'll get in trouble.
Right, exactly. But they carve soap, and they do canoes and arrowheads.
Ah.
A lot of them do religious symbols like crosses and
Yeah.
things, which is totally appropriate. It's a really neat activity, and it serves another purpose too. The room smells great for 6 months.
Sure,
afterward.
I bet it
But
does.
once they cut into those soap bars. But,
Get that Irish Spring going in there.
exactly.
And that room better smell good after the PE classes when they come
Exactly.
in.
Let's see. Here's a question. We're just gonna throw some questions. A lot of
That's why we're
engagement here.
Yes, sir. That's why we're here.
Could you ask Randy about his efforts to keep the bad books out of the schools?
I think when you say efforts, the most important part is you work with your librarians. Same with the city.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, there's a difference between regulation and censorship,
Sure.
and I think in the city we have to regulate, make sure that certain books that don't belong with elementary kids,
Right.
middle school,
Yeah.
high school,
Yeah.
young adults. Young adult fiction has got to the point where you can't trust it. I'm just going to be straight up. And
Yeah.
when I was in Rome, Georgia, I made it a point to check some of those things and make sure that, hey, we don't need this. A lot of the anime things, and I'm for free speech and I'm for a free press, but kids aren't free.
Yeah.
They're in our custody to a degree, and it's so important that we nourish that and we make sure that they're not exposed to things. We don't let them watch rated R movies in school. At least I hope nobody's doing that.
Sure.
At the same time, why would we let them have rated R books? And that's basically
Fair point.
And that's
Yeah.
my big point on that. Now, and like I say, the city libraries and the county libraries, the same way. But our librarians and media specialists is the modern term, which I like that as well.
Okay.
But our media specialists do a phenomenal job in moving things or getting rid of things.
Right.
And if it's mud, it doesn't need to be in there for any age group.
Agreed.
But things like even Catcher in the Rye. 6th grader don't need to be reading.
That's fair. That's
Doesn't
fair.
need to be reading Catcher in the Rye.
Sure.
But a 12th grader, it's good literature for the most part, and you have to be careful with that. But I just always thought that was important. And again, not a censorship, but
Gotta have some common sense,
common
right?
sense, exactly.
Yeah,
in
for
everything
sure.
that we do.
For sure.
Seems like
So let's see. Shelby McNutt said, Karen Thompson threatened my life over a vote for Randy.
So you're getting your vote some way. I don't know, Miss Tipton.
Thank you.
What works. I get, all right.
I see her every once in a while. Shelby gets to worshiping too much. Mom will reach over and smack her in the back of the head or something.
Hey, and by the way, shout out for the Yankees last night. That's a big win.
Well, consider we lost the 3 prior to Boston.
We had made a pact that we were not going to talk baseball this year.
I apologize.
Both our
I
programs
think
are-
you watched it, and that's why you brought
Talk
baseball up.
soccer. The rings came in. They're coming to the school. on
Heck
Wednesday.
yeah. Hey-
We're not giving them out till October 31st. I know that sounds cruel.
We're off that night.
That is please
That's the
come.
Friday
That's
we're
the
off?
first
Yeah.
day.
It's the last game we're off.
Number one, we need to make sure everyone's is here.
Yeah.
And we had the inventory, but it's also the first day that all of our kids that are playing college don't have a game.
Interesting story. We were doing we do the Coach Steve Smith show weekly, for Westbrook,
Yes, sir.
and he was.
We go a long way back.
You brought up. He said he remembers that back then the school was sitting back behind where the new school is now.
In Rome?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he was talking about you out there right by the road.
Yeah, that's right.
All the practices, kicking soccer balls out by the road.
And I had the kids. I will go in the road and get the balls. And this is a 4-lane highway.
Yes.
With
Yes, it
trucks
is.
going. If you've been through there,
Mm-hmm.
so, that was a challenge because some kids would just take off. No, grab him. And so.
Tackle. You were teaching football, and you didn't realize it, right?
Exactly.
Football.
And I did coach high school football for I think 17 years, maybe 16 or 17 years. It's actually what I was hired to do.
And you were at
Coosa in Rome,
Coosa
Georgia.
in Rome for
Yes, sir.
17.
Yes, sir.
My goodness. So
For
that's
29
why we
well,
love
I
that
was-
place we ride by.
I
We
was
do,
actually-
man.
Mine's
I,
is Randy Weiss.
I
Yeah.
taught there for 29 years.
And Steve Smith.
Yes. 29 years.
He wasn't there very long, was he?
1 or 2 years.
Yeah, he
had a good impact. Neil Wester at Westbrook.
Yeah.
Also, a couple of years at Coosa. A lot of people.
Neil's a good dude, man.
Ryan Knapp up at Galesville. I
You
think.
talk about class. His dad's
Buddy Knapp.
buddy.
I worked for Buddy. I actually ran the the defensive ends and the outside linebackers for Buddy.
Heck yeah,
Special
teams. They treated us so well when we went. Remember, we sat under the shade tree to broadcast the game 2-3 years ago. The Naps are great fans. You want to read what Jay Freeman said?
Yeah, Chief Freeman said, "Did this guy win a state championship? I played soccer for Southside back in the day. We were the first team to beat Gadsden High by Randy got a ring. Congratulations. By the way, Randy, I think that's what he's trying to say.
I got you.
a ring. Congratulations.
Well, I hope we can get Jay a ring as well. Listen. When a team wins a state championship,
Mm-hmm.
it's for every kid that ever played there.
Yeah.
When Alexandria won their first football, I went to Alexandria, played for Coach Lou Scales and Coach Larry again. When they won that state championship, it was like if I won it.
That's right.
Now I didn't get a ring,
That dude's name dropping.
He is.
but it's
he
still.
dropped
But
it
well,
down.
no,
Did you-
That's not the intent.
You didn't play
learned from
with.
the best. I learned from the best, and I mean that.
Talk about a legacy. Those coaches
Yeah.
at Alexandria. That's a legendary coaching tree. Kyle Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Kyle or not.
I do. And
Yeah.
I know, Frank Tucker.
Sure. That's a great coaching tree down there.
Tucker walked up to me over at Westbrook one day, and because my son played at Westbrook, and most of my kids went to Westbrook. Now Grant went to Southside, both great schools, by the way.
Absolutely.
But Frank said, "That's my number one wide receiver. That's why I'm not in the Hall of Fame." I said, "That's why I'm all up." Well, he's at Neil because I had to reach behind there. But
That's
he's
fun.
great. Frank was a great quarterback and a great coach.
So now let's get into this. It's a long, exhausting journey, right? It is. It's and you really don't know it until you get into it. And are you ready just to breathe a little bit?
I am, but at the same time, this is how our system works.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't long and exhausting, would you appreciate it as much?
That's fair.
And I feel the same way about practice and everything else.
But you kind of do this anyway, even when you're. I mean, in a non-election year, you're always out talking to people, meeting
Yes, sir.
people, seeing what's going on in the city.
Well,
Those
without
kind
a doubt, and
Yeah.
and that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
we're the link between the administrative side and the legislative side, which is the city council.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
No, that's
Yeah,
good. Go
a
ahead.
bunch of good comments.
You want to
And
get
Randy-
Karen's?
Karen Tipton, Thomas Tipton. Randy is so humble and all around a wonderful man. If we lived in Rainbow City, he would have my vote. How about that?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Cool. Jerry Ramsey, the reason we don't have your sign in here, because you won already.
We got your
It's
sign
over
in here.
there. It's over there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
We throw darts at it. You know, it was kind of. Somebody said it was like a. You know, it's like,
What's yellow on there?
it was like a. It's like it was mustard stain from the. You know, remember the snacks George gave me?
Yeah, you
That's the
sling
mustard
them
stain.
around. Yeah.
So somebody said with it's like a trade. You know, Jerry Ramsey, the city got Jerry Ramsey, and they're waiting to see who's going to be the player to name later in that trade. Talk about tough shoes to fill, and I think he'll do a great job. But that's a.
I've said it over and over again, and this is no reflection on Jerry or anybody else, but Anita Bedwell is one of the classiest ladies.
For sure.
Sure she is.
Yeah, she's the
And-
definition of class and what I call Southern womanhood. She's just very
Yeah.
polite.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing. When Anita walks in the room, you better stand up. She's
Yeah.
never told you to, but you just there's something inside of the
Yeah.
gentleman that says you stand up when she walks in the room.
Yes.
But she'll also take her earrings out and step outside with you.
I haven't had that happen yet, thankfully.
Oh my God! So how important is it about this council, right? Because Jerry Ramsey is going to be taking over, and this isn't about him, but it's about every council is different, so to speak, right? And this was new. You have to learn new things and grow. You guys are working on a lot of things
Yes, we are.
already.
Yes,
So
sir.
talk about some of the things that's going on in Rainbow City currently.
Some of the things that's going on in Rainbow City right now, obviously the new community center,
That's
which is
great.
amazing, and the Challenger Center, which we're not putting that on, but we're supporting it 100%.
Sure.
The we're turfing every baseball and softball field in Rainbow City, and then moving to the track and turfing the field in the inside of the track. Another soccer field, imagine that. But and football, and football.
Okay, good.
The,
Throw it out there.
and it's so important that we talk about recreation like, yeah, but what are they doing for commercial development? It's all linked. When these companies come, I think the mayor said one day, maybe on this show,
Yep.
they want to see the quality of life. They want to see the soccer complex, the football fields, the baseball fields, because they're bringing their families here.
Yeah.
And look, we want growth, but we also want to maintain why people want to live here.
Sure.
I love Rainbow City. This is my city. No, I wasn't born here, but I moved here in 2011 and would never consider going anywhere else unless it was $1 million or $2 dollars, and that's a joke. But
Everybody can be bought.
No, but I love this town, and I mean that 100%. I love everything about
Let me
it.
stop you right there. Tell the story of why you moved here. I think it's important.
You're trying to get me emotional.
No. You do that on your own.
did
I don't
say
need
watch-
that.
I know.
I said, so watch this. Watch it. We'll get to it.
I'm the town crier, right? But no, in 2011, the tornado that took out Tuscaloosa also came and took out my area,
Yeah.
which is close to Webster's Chapel. It's a little place called Wellington. It's not even really Wellington. It's Wellington Route.
You got a post office.
Yes, it does. It took out my house, my parents' house, my uncle's house, my aunt's house. We were in a compound almost. We jokingly called it the Vice Compound on Reeves Mill Road. And while I was there, once I realized my house was gone, all my people were okay.
Praise
We
God.
got my parents out and everything. We've heard that there were some people that were trapped, so I jumped on a fire truck. I think it was an EMT truck. I don't remember that it was that traumatic,
yeah.
strange. But I do remember it was Rainbow Cities, and the fireman
Yeah.
was so kind, and I was showing them how to get to people's places, but at the same time, he was so kind. And the next day, or maybe that was the next day, I'm sitting out there, and this sounds dramatic, in the midst of the rubble, because I'd moved everything I could move. I'm just taking a break.
Yeah.
So they're drinking some water that some more firemen had provided, and this guy comes up and hands me a $100 bill.
Wow.
And I said, "Excuse, sir, I'm good. I've got insurance." You know, it's the first thing on your mind.
Yeah.
He goes, "No, you're gonna need cash." But he goes, "But most important, he thanked me for showing them around." And sure enough, I needed that, because there's things you've got to get right then. And then my brother had a house in Rainbow City, my brother Noel, and I was going to move in it temporarily until we could either rebuild or do something. And one night my wife needed something from the drugstore. I was back in less than 15 minutes. And if you've ever been to Reeves Mill, it's a 30-minute trip to anywhere. They finally have a Dollar General near Crystal Springs, but it was a 30-minute trip anywhere. And so You know, we love this place.
Yeah.
But the neighbors, everything was perfect. We lived at Druid Park, where you live now.
Yeah,
We lived there
yeah.
for a few years, and then we moved to Roseland. I love everything about this town and this city. Instead of driving, and I was driving back and forth from Rome, Georgia, all the way up until, and that happened in 2011.
Yeah.
I left Coosa and Rome in 2017 after 29 years, and got a job at Southside. I shared that story before. We didn't go over that, but excellent opportunity to travel 10 minutes to work as opposed to 55 minutes to work. And I've been so happy, and I tell people, we talk about Southside Rainbow City, it's one community separated by a river and two city charters,
Yeah.
and we all know each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's a great opportunity. I love this place. That's how I'm here.
I thought it was important for people to know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jeff?
There's a lot of stuff that you've been involved in.
Yes, sir.
One thing I don't think about. I think about it when I think about Noel, but not about you. You don't brag on yourself. I'm just kidding.
You mean I don't know? You throwing out
I thought no. That was a shot at no. Yeah.
Dramatic, what do you call it?
Saussure. It was
Yes.
dramatic pause.
But you've been involved in a lot of things since you've been in office that have been responsible and in part of helping things come to Rainbow City, growing. So talk about a couple of the things that you're really proud of that you would have been able to help bring to Rainbow City.
First of all, in full disclosure, Noel's been amazing during his race. I love
He's
my
an
brother.
awesome guy. He's a
But
great man.
we love to rib him, and he rubs me too.
Yeah.
But it's been. We'll start with the soccer complex.
Okay.
It was dead in the water, and I mean that with all due respect to the people on there. When I say dead, I was able to facilitate basically a link between the city and the complex, and we were able to secure some funding and finish it.
Yeah.
And since then, we brought. Now this is a year-old number, and I haven't got new numbers, so I don't want to make any up. But
Never stopped anybody else.
No, but last year we were at 55,000 up to that point. People come into Rainbow City. This year, now that Rush has tripled in size, Alabama Rush is the soccer club that leases it from us now. I would guess, and this is a guess, and I could be wrong, another 20,000, at least 25,000
Wow.
people. And a lot of the people do live here. A lot of those kids, I would say 15 to 20%, maybe more of those kids are Rainbow City kids. Probably higher than that now, but maybe 40%. But notwithstanding, they're all neighbors, either Southside or Gadsden. But more importantly, they come in, spend their money. A lot of them, there was a team from Carrollton, Georgia. People wanted to meet me. I wasn't at that tournament, so they called me. I come over there, and they talked about what we did to get this and how it worked. And I talked about the support of the mayor and the other council members. It's been that's probably the thing that I'm most known for is the soccer complex. I'm the chairman of the sports authority now, and again, it's one of those things. I did not do that by myself, and I want to make clear that.
Sure.
And we'll start, and just like Mayor Taylor does. This was Craig Ford's dream, and we finished it. We woke it up and put it in reality, and I give dibs to everybody involved in that, and that's so important. But again, when Mayor Taylor said we'll pay the parking lot as a public works project, that put not the nail in the coffin because that would be a negative, but that sealed the deal.
Depends on who's in the coffin.
Yeah, that sealed the deal. Once we got the city of Rainbow City on board, and Philip and Stacy and those guys,
Yeah.
our rec department at Rainbow City,
Fantastic.
run the complex just like. And on October 25th, officially, Rainbow City takes full fiduciary responsibility of the complex. Now the authority will still exist.
Sure.
We'll take the money and give it to Rainbow City, and they won't be calling me to have to pay a light bill
Yeah.
or a broken air conditioner. And I worked alongside the mayor and our local legislators to get that done. And it shows what communities can do when they put their mind to it and want to work together.
Sure.
And again, I said soccer complex. We played 7B-side football out there. We had a lot of teams there. The coaches do that during the summer, 7B7.
Yeah.
We also had national flag football.
Which is
We had-
huge, by the way.
We had an Indian, make sure this is right, an Indian kite fighting festival out there, which is absolutely amazing. They fly the kites 300 feet up there and try to cut each other's strings.
Get out of here.
The strings have
Jim
fiberglass in
Leslie,
it.
call us on
Well,
that. We want to know.
but let me say this.
Say ho.
But let me say, it was amazing. It was on Easter Sunday, so I went to the family things first, and then
Yeah.
I thought it would be over when I got there at 3:30. No, it was just kicking, it's still going good, And then, but when a company comes,
You can't.
like one of our steel companies that's come in, they have a lot of people, diversity. They love the fact that we had that.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's how did I miss that?
I would have loved to just seen that. That's
And it
awesome.
I had to be a
Are
spectacle,
you guys
man.
having it
Oh,
again
it will
this
be
year?
coming again. They're going to send me the date where I can let everybody
Please,
else know.
let us
And
broadcast
just
this.
in, Philip is concluding. Philip is concluding a contract with
God.
with a lacrosse group.
Oh, hey, that's
And
serious.
That will be something neat to watch.
Heck yeah.
It's hard to watch lacrosse on television, just like hockey, because you can't see the puck or you can't see
Well,
the ball as well.
Just know I'm into this a little bit.
I
You know,
like the physicality. Just,
2 of the last 3 years, the University of Notre Dame national champions
that's
in
the only
lacrosse.
reason you're in on it. You didn't watch one
I did.
the year before.
I did. I watch everything Notre
Did
Dame
you
does.
play lacrosse at Duke?
I wasn't on that particular team.
Okay.
I wasn't on that team.
Vice,
Yeah.
just the dig.
I wasn't on that particular team. That was the year before me.
I got you.
That's why there was an open spot for me.
I understand completely. Sorry.
Well, changing my vote.
But no, listen, we have a situation in our city where we're moving forward rapidly, and that's going to create infrastructure issues, which we are ahead of the game on.
What's that question?
And let me make sure I get this right. We're ahead of the game on those issues. We're widening roads.
Sure.
We're
Oh, yeah,
planning
sure.
traffic.
Right, yeah.
Right here.
It's not an accident. People get confused. Well, you got an education recreational corridor, but you're putting in industry on the other end of it.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to see enforcement? There wouldn't be no big trucks going past Rainbow Middle School, but they've got another entrance coming in the other. So we're doing infrastructure improvements every day. The mayor and the building department, streets and sanitation, all those guys are on that with partnerships with the DOT. It's a daily thing. Now, council members are technically part-time. Our mayor's full-time.
Sure.
But he keeps us informed of all of these things, and we get emails from Beth every day about contracts and resolutions and things like that. So I will talk about myself a little bit.
You should.
But I'm the most
got 7
qualified
minutes to do
because
it.
because I've been doing this, and I know what I'm doing. And I also graduated from the Carl Vinson Institute of Local and State Government.
That's important.
It is, because I do know how things work.
Right.
I just received a month ago, I think, my advanced municipal official certification, which is really tricky to get. Myself, I think it's, of course, the mayor and a couple other council members. I don't start naming names. Have that advanced certification because I don't want to leave anybody out. But it's
Clark Harper has it.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He's big time.
But
He's
and
got everything.
again, I think some others do too, though. I think,
Oh.
but again, if I start naming it, leave
Sure.
somebody out,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
wanna do
I'm with
that.
you.
But
I didn't know.
but it's a great program. You learn these things. You learn that you can't, if somebody's water's cloudy, as
Yeah.
a council person, you better not go in that house and look at that water, because then you put the city on the hook for a lawsuit.
Sure.
Things like that. It's great to be available. Answer your phone and say, hey, let me get somebody out there.
Hey, Brent, there's something I need to show you in my house.
Off the
No,
record.
but listen, and it's okay to go talk to people.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Sure.
And I know it was alluded to earlier, and I totally agree. Knocking on doors now is not really a good thing.
Yeah.
It's better to ride around, try to find people like a golf cart,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that, people out in the yard, and then a lot of times they will bring those neighbors over. Too many people, single moms, things like
Yeah.
that, are not very happy with strangers showing up at their door. And I think that's why it's important to have your telephone number out there. Mine's on everything I put out. I'll give it in now.
Is it-
256-328-4406.
He's setting away of it.
Oh,
People talking.
Wrong guy. Okay. But no,
No, we know.
Look,
there's the one.
There's
Just
right
kidding.
here.
Jeff Prince said,
on
Jeff
top.
Prince.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
he's the
again,
other one.
listen. I wasn't like I say. I didn't want to leave. I think
God, I love Jeff
all
Prince.
of. But here's the
That's
key.
gangster.
Here's
That's
the key.
gangster.
All the current all the current council are municipal certified,
That's awesome.
and that is now as far
Heck
as
yeah.
advanced municipal. Jeff Clark, the mayor, myself. I'm not sure about. I haven't asked because I don't want to be
Sure.
wrong. But again, it's tough because we all have day jobs.
Sure.
And like Clark, he's just retired, so technically he doesn't have a day job anymore. But
Throw him under the bus. Kick dirt on him.
no,
Nice
he's
dad.
awesome.
Oh,
But
good.
Clark was law enforcement, Jameson's law enforcement.
Yeah.
Jeff's in business and sales. Joe's a businessman. Of course, now he's mayor.
Still
Joe
a
comes from a
businessman.
large business background. Of course, I was in business for a long time.
Yeah.
I think we definitely have a solid business background, but we don't touch payroll. We don't discuss it. We have people that do that.
Yeah.
The mayor looks over that, and obviously his finger's on it. But we're run like a very efficient business. If you want to see an efficient businesswoman, look at Beth Lee.
Yeah.
That lady runs our city
Right.
like a fine-tuned machine.
She's incredible.
And I think I'm part of this. You know, it was mentioned. I think it may have been one of the Southside people. I'm not sure. Mentioned about being on a winning team.
Mm-hmm.
This is a winning team.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to my opponent or anyone else, but I'm the right person to stay on this winning team because I think I've been a key player on it, both on offense and on defense. And we don't want to talk about on defense. That's when people are coming at you.
You better have a good defense, though.
Sticking cameras in your face when you're not expecting it. You can't be obnoxious. You can't be disrespectful. You have to be quiet, polite, and
I think I've proven
answer their
otherwise.
questions.
I'm proving you don't have to be any of those things.
Not to run a show.
Oh, okay.
But to serve the people of Rainbow City, which I represent, like I say, the good thing about this election is that I got my name on the side of the truck, and it says who I represent.
Yeah.
And everything I do, whether it be not rolling through a stop sign, not going 65 in a 50 or 55, even though that sounds a little lame,
Oh,
but I
no.
represent the people of Rainbow City. And
Camp will give you a ticket.
yes, he will. Rightfully so, he better.
Should.
You know, my son got a ticket, and you know there were some people saying you can get no.
Yeah,
He
you
ran a red light.
got figured
It
out.
is community service. That's how cities work.
Kevin Stevens says, "Good luck to our coach."
Thank you, Kevin, and likewise. That's going to be a very fun race in Southside.
Oh boy. Yeah.
A lot of candidates, which leads us to this. They will have no issues with voter turnout in Southside.
Oh yeah.
We may, if we're not careful, have some issues here in Rainbow City.
Speak to that.
Right now, we only have 2 people on the ballot, and it's not going to change.
Okay. Sorry.
That's my opponent and I, and we
Yeah.
both addressed this. We want people to come out to vote.
Yeah.
If there's 150 people come out to vote and Randy Weiss wins by 50, or 10 or 5, that doesn't represent the people of Rainbow City. Or the same thing with my opponent. We want a fair representative sample of the people of Rainbow City to be there tomorrow. And we both worked hard for it. I know how hard I've worked, and I've seen him out of doing it as well. The issues are who's most qualified, not if you like Randy Weiss better or you like my opponent better. That doesn't matter who you like.
Sure.
If you're going to lunch, it does. And I agree with him. I'd love to go to lunch with him. What matters is who can do the best job as it is presented.
Right.
And I think that's Randy Weiss.
You have 30 seconds in this 30-minute interview. Would you look at that camera right there and tell them why they should vote Randy Weiss tomorrow?
I think I'm the most qualified man for the job. I think I have proven that over the last 5 years, and will continue to do this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's true, but we're going to do more than fix it. We're going to improve it every year through infrastructure, growth, commercial, industrial, and residential development, and development that is maintaining the character that this city has. And I want to keep that. And that's why I fell in love with it, and that's why I plan on spending the rest of my life here.
I don't know if you can do that or not. Danny Stars says free chicken to get people to the polls.
Ladies and gentlemen, Randy
Yeah, that's
Weiss.
actually illegal. You know, a lot of
Didn't realize that.
some municipal elections. I do need to make that a point.
Yeah.
Have like giving out water bottles and things like that. If you're within 100 yards or more or less of that polling station,
Dang.
you can go to jail for that.
So you better bring your own
Ladies
chicken.
and gentlemen, Randy Weiss is asking for your vote tomorrow. 26.
This is Phase Ed Music.
Hey, tell your dad we said hello. Love that man. Good. Be careful walking out because the guy that's walking in, it's different. It's different, Randy. Thank you, Coach. God bless you, brother. Absolutely. Yeah. I like it. Well, you know, he has plenty of opportunity because he calls me so much. So he gets plenty of opportunities. When you see what this next candidate's wearing,
No.
home run.
No.
Home run. I stuck a peek on the camera.
No. Did you really? I should have
I
done
did. I
Dang
did.
it.
Get ready. Hey, thank you to our sponsor, Jeff, in the right corner. Who was that up there hanging out?
In the right corner is shall not call any other attorney than Shall Not and Varner, attorneys at law. They are exclusive. They're the key sponsor, anchor sponsor of Kapow Show, everything Kapow. Thank you guys so much. Man, our sponsors are scrolling at the bottom of the page. We're just thankful for
Including
everyone.
this one.
Including
This one's a sponsor by Dude! Woo! In the house.
What up?
Man? This dude, man.
Hey man, I just wanted to make sure I wore something that everybody recognizes.
I mean, you could have come over less and everybody recognized it.
Oh, my
I know
God.
y'all appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good, man. You good?
Can't complain.
It's wide open right now. Huh?
Jeff.
I mean, you're. Wow.
Well, why don't you introduce your guest that no one knows?
No one knows this dude. This is candidate for city council Southside. You guys know him, Brett Davis. What's up, buddy?
I'm good.
Just
Just running.
Man, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. I know you're busy.
I know, I
You
miss
got
it.
called down south. And, hey, work's work, babe.
Daphne for a week. 16 inches of rain in 2 hours while I was there.
Oh, my God.
Flooding just seems to follow me. How about that?
It's not just a Southside issue.
That's right.
Apparently not.
Oh man.
How is the flooding situation in
It's a
Southside?
little bit better. We all saw they bought a house.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate it took that long. 2015.
God.
That's 10 years of dealing with that. Mr. Baker, I'm sorry. Shouldn't have took that long.
Man.
But I'm glad they got you right.
Man. When I saw that video, I was
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So it's always that's terrible.
Man, it still floods every once in a while. Pretty
Yeah.
bad. Every once in a while, I still can't use dishwasher, flush toilets all at the same time. It backs up.
Jeez.
Rough with kids. Let me-
Oh, bro.
Sure.
Woo.
So,
Kevin Stevens says, Brett the Macho Man Davis.
Man, Macho Man has been my favorite. There's video dating myself of like the big VHS of going Macho Man, oh yeah. And if I can get my son to do that, I've peaked. I've peaked as a dad.
Nowhere to go but down from there, right? What are you
Well, I'm
going
already
to do?
pretty low, so that's okay.
What do you like? You remember that video of that kid that goes in to Hogan? He says, "What do you mean, Hulkster?" I mean, just God. These
Dude,
kids
I
are
didn't
so
believe in
awesome.
Santa, but I cried when I found out wrestling was fake. That's if that.
Wait,
explains
what?
it. Yeah,
It's fat.
Oh, you didn't know?
I'm from
cried
Itala,
when
man.
Sorry, man.
I did.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, buddy. It's scripted.
Ric Flair really hasn't done.
Woo!
He didn't do any of that.
According to him, he has.
Dusty Rose was real. Cut
The
his-
American
The
elbow,
American
man.
Dream,
Come on.
Dusty Rose, coming from the ditches of America to become the American Dream, son of a plumber. Love him. Great dude.
Heck, that was my favorite
Is it
wrestler when I was a
true story
kid.
that he would have Rose.
I don't
cut-
know.
You've heard that story.
He-
Yeah, they
Cut
blaze
his
a
forehead.
lot. Do y'all know Jason Coleman, Cabana Man Dan?
I don't.
He
I
does
don't.
like the indie wrestling circuit.
Okay.
And I don't think he was telling me a little bit about how they used to blade. They'd have a razor blade in their hand or whatever. As it got out of the Attitude Era, it got more PG. I think now if you blade, it's a fine.
Really?
So, yeah.
Really?
Well, it wasn't on TBS when we watched it.
No,
they were
man,
bleeding.
Monday Night Raw. I mean, that's what I grew up on. So let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room, the double bird picture. So,
I thought he was going to call me fat. I didn't know where we were going.
I grew
He's going
up
to before the end of the
with
day.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Go to shake your hand, you got one.
Yeah.
My buddies and me till this day.
Sure.
I do it. I own it. We shoot each other birds. So this outfit was what I was wearing doing the Murph workout. You ever done Murph?
No.
It
Bro,
sucks.
does it like I work out at all?
It's
Let's be honest.
100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 2 mile run. I don't run. I did it just because I was asked to do it, and it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
So again, and I was about halfway done, so I'd ran a mile and did a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups. And they go, "Hey man, how you feeling?"
I think that answered the question.
So I mean, it's unfortunate that it went that way. It was kind of posted by people that have been friends of mine.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel that way. I don't have any ill will towards anyone.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty friendly guy.
Yeah.
So I hope after all this is done, we can all go back to being friends.
Your social media the last month has been
My social media is wild all the time.
epic.
I have fun.
Epic.
I'm not serious majority of the time. There's a time and place.
Sure.
But I kind of feel like life's way too serious. Life's too short, and so am I. So I have fun with it. I mean, it's not.
Dude.
We're all way too serious. We're
You
all
know,
too.
I check a news, I check a sport, I check what you did.
Fact.
Every day, that's what I'm doing. Hey, what's Brett doing today?
Man, when I was younger, I was a jerk, and I had a lot of ego problems, and I thought I was the stuff. Life humbled me greatly, and after that point, a lot of things just became funny because you go through some crazy stuff. You go through flooding. You go through fighting for your life in a lot of ways. Life will humble you, and I've been humbled a lot. I'm blessed now beyond comparison. We're a beautiful family. I love them. Regardless of how this goes, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, man. The way you addressed it though.
Man, you gotta own stuff. We have no integrity anymore.
Right.
No one owns their own actions. No one says, "Hey, that was me. I'm sorry." I mess up all the time, and I'll have no problem telling you it was on me.
Yeah.
I did that.
What is it called? Hand up accountability. That's what we do. It's on me.
You may barely see it, but the hands up.
That's important though, man. It's important in life and in politics
if
too,
you're going to
especially.
be
He's preaching, Jeff.
a public servant,
Yeah.
or if you're going to be a manager or a boss, whatever, if you can't talk to everybody the same way, you got no business being there.
How about just being a man?
Well, I mean, that sucks. I mean, confrontation sucks. But there's no reason that it can't be, constructive.
Sure.
So, y'all were talking earlier about some of the council not getting together, not being able to get stuff done.
Yeah.
You can find some common ground in every situation. You may not agree to the solution. I may not agree with your solution. We can meet in the middle somewhere and compromise. For, instance, that house on Powell Street. There's no reason it should have took that long. We should, could have worked together, could have got something done, could have been doing this a long time ago.
Yeah. On a positive note, it keeps coming up a few times. The fire department. I don't know what else much more needed. That was a fantastic
Man, I
addition.
was on a volunteer department in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And that was in Southside. I was a medic, and I can tell you there were several nights. It was just me or another person picking up somebody that fell on the floor.
Yeah.
And again, jokes aside, I ain't a real big guy. You try to get somebody that's 270, 250 off the floor by yourself, that's dead weight.
Oh man.
Having a full-time department, or mostly full-time department,
Sure.
is a great asset.
Yeah.
And plus, it saves houses. I mean, I don't know how many they used to burn, but they don't burn near as much. And I don't know if y'all know Wade Buckner. Wade Buckner is a great dude. He's probably one of the most certified individuals in the state.
Okay.
Former fire chief of Jacksonville. He retired out of there, went to Southside.
Yeah.
Very, very knowledgeable. The police chief now, I think he was a chief in Montgomery, if that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, if you can handle Montgomery, you can handle some stuff, bro.
You ain't even
I
kidding.
don't know if you've rode through Montgomery.
Yes.
lately.
Yeah. And I
There's parts of
I
Montgomery
ride
that
by
are
quickly.
I mean, you get off the interstate,
Yeah.
you see that the meme of the dude pumping gas with his Glock.
Yeah.
It's been me a time or two.
Especially when you got a bus that left to go down and bus a ride going down to Florida.
Well, a lot of people say, "Hey, look at that
gosh.
kid driving that truck. Let me steal it." Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and
Another
you,
thing, I got called kid recently. I'm almost 39. Come on, man.
kid?
I mean, I know I'm kid high.
It's
I
a
get
good
it.
thing. That's not. You look young.
I hope that continues. But
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about qualifications, right? Let's talk about the job. I mean, no one's necessarily qualified to be a city council person, right?
man,
You don't.
Your job is to be a support for the mayor.
Yeah.
And you act as a liaison for your department, whatever you get assigned to.
Yeah.
So let's say it's the fire department. I don't know too many people that can tell you how much each piece of that fire truck cost. I've done it. I've quoted those.
Yeah.
I've helped them build a fire truck based off of a budget that they had to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to doing purchase orders, meeting with the department, meeting with the chief. Hey, this purchase order is not quite right. If it's not going to cover you unless we do this. Grants are very, very specific, word specific. So unless you hit the certain things, you lose it. And so yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I'm also FEMA certified 1 through 800, I think it is. I did that when I was at the EMA. I'm familiar with how our communication system works, and that's the emergency communication, two-way radios. I know how the whole system works in the county because I help maintain it.
Yeah.
So,
And you're everywhere.
man, again, I've done a lot of things different over the year, but they've all been somewhat government adjacent. You know, the public safety, EMS, that kind of thing.
I'm church adjacent. As I make fun of my pastor.
Hey, man, every once in a while I catch one of your sermons. They're really good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Every once in a while, they are really good.
Ah!
you know how the
See what they do.
algorithm is and the feed.
Yeah.
Speaking of algorithms, again, I've never blocked nobody. I've seen that several times. I'm a firm.
The comments on here, we were going to read it.
Hey,
So
look,
we're
let's
just
find.
taking
Look,
a second.
I've never blocked nobody.
Yeah.
And when I got messaged about that, I'm gonna be real honest. Age is hitting me. So about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I have my children in bed.
Sure.
About 9:30, if you text or call me, tag me. Good chance you ain't gonna get called about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up to pee.
Yeah.
That's about it. So I got tagged. Someone called me and said, "Hey, dude, you need to address this." I wake up and I have no idea. I'm a firm believer in freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to, but I can say whatever I want to in response to counteract that.
Mm-hmm.
That's free speech.
Sure.
If you want to say whatever you want to say it. But I ain't gonna prevent you from doing so. So it's unfortunate that happened. Again, I had nothing to do with it. Was very surprised by it myself. Waking up, my contact's still in, trying to read a text. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I'll be happy after tomorrow.
Sure.
You know, just get out and vote, whichever way you want to do it. I don't care. Just please vote, and maybe we can get past all this, unify.
Yeah.
You know, and get some stuff for Southside, man. We need some new stuff.
What a great community it is.
Our neighbor is kicking our butt,
Yeah.
and we're maybe 500 people short.
Yeah. It's
Last
close.
census,
It's
something
close.
like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a great facility off of Hood Road that just needs some updating. You know,
Yeah.
I would like to see something done with that. The land's already there. You already have a lot of work already done, so you don't have to worry about damaging anybody around you. I know there was a concern about maybe the Hood Road itself not being that wide. I think they measured it, and it's about the same distance as Cedar Bend, so that's pretty wide.
Yeah,
So a lot of
okay.
18-wheelers and stuff
Yeah.
like that come, you know, from the Sewell direction. So we're used to some big trucks. I don't think it'd be that big or of a problem. And maybe, you know, if traffic was increased a little bit, it'd slow people down. You can't go that fast if there's a lot of people in the
That's
line, right?
true. That's a fair point. You want to read the comment about Jerry Ramsey, by the way? It's a good one.
Let me tell y'all something. Jerry
Please.
Ramsey has been my friend for the better part of a decade.
Then I'm
He's
sorry. I'm
Man,
sorry.
He's one of the few that stuck by me, thick and thin. We've been buddies, and on and off we kept up with each other. But he's a solid dude,
He's a good dude. Yeah.
and I really appreciate all the help he's given me.
That's awesome. He says, Robert Brett Davis, City Council, Place 5, is one of the realest guys you will meet. Unapologetically American, pro Southside, and just likes helping folks. That's pretty awesome.
It's a good
Man,
comment.
what you see is what you get with me. You know, growing up in a really conservative family, my dad always kind of preached about, you know, be who you are. Remember who you are is what something he used to tell me every time I walked out the door. And so that kind of stuck with me. I've always tried to, being humbled in life changed me a lot.
Sure.
And so also when I had a child and got some empathy, I feel for people's situations. Like for instance, you know, trying to do the American dream, it's a little different now. You know, the American dream your parents grew up with, it's a lot harder now.
Yeah.
Both parents have to work in a lot of cases, and it's, you know, that you just want that money to go as far as you can, and it's nice to not have to leave Southside if you've got nice stuff. I mean, I know I drive sometimes, you know, 6 hours a day. You know, that's 3 hours one direction, 3 hours back, not counting what I do at the job. You know, then it's pick up my kids. If I had, I mean, I've got the track behind my house. I live right behind the high school. I
Yeah.
hit it all the time. I'm the crazy older looking dude that riding a skateboard through the neighborhood. That's me. I've got a electric skateboard that goes 40 miles an hour. I sold my motorcycle when I had my son, so this is about as high risk as I can go
That's so funny.
and not feel bad about it.
What about your kayak business?
No, I don't have a kayak business yet. You know, if nothing changes, I could always open that up. You know what? That makes a great idea. Southside High School needs a whitewater team.
Hey.
As deep as that ditch is behind my house, I guarantee you
What
ain't
class
gonna
is
get all the
that?
way around, but you can get back to the baseball field and you come back around.
That is great. Oh my gosh, that's
That's
awesome.
fun times. Let me tell you.
What do you think is? It's going to take someone, we think, in that council to really step forward and help unite that council.
Man, I've talked to a lot of the other candidates, and they're all great people. You know, it doesn't matter who it is, really. Again, I can work with whoever, and even if you don't like me, and I know it,
People don't like you.
Yeah, I know it's hard to.
You're one of our favorite people.
Well, I appreciate that, but
Thanks for
you know,
watching Blake Matthews.
But it's one of those things where even if you don't like me, I still want what's best for you. You know, if I'm not one of those, I ain't gonna pee on you if you're on fire type people. I really genuinely want what's best for you, and I love Southside. You know, I've lived there all my life. I purchased my home with it being an investment, with the mindset of my property is going to increase in value.
Right.
You know, either to leave it to the kids or whoever. I don't know, but that's what you want. You want to be able to buy a home. You want to be able to know it's going to improve every year. You're going to get more and more money for it. The unfortunate side of it, property taxes are really, really high. This summer we had 33 days of like 90-something degree weather.
Yeah.
I mean, those power bills had to be high.
Woo.
I know, and so I mean, getting more bang for your buck is a huge priority for me. I don't like wasting money. So in that aspect, like, I understand that we've asked several engineering firms in the last year opinions on things, and then just walked away from it. So that's the city of Southside. So that's 15 grand after they do a study.
Yeah.
And that's just wasting money. I'm of the opinion, if you ask an expert of how to do something because you don't know how to, take their advice. Because, if I don't, like, for instance, I had to dig real deep into irrigation, septic systems,
Sure.
and stuff like that. It's very, 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 very scary when you start hearing thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're just like, man, I'm not quite paycheck to paycheck, but it ain't much of a stretch.
Yeah.
And it's very, you don't really know where to turn. And I really would like to be a intermediary for people. If you can come up to me and be like, hey, dude, these, I'm be like, brother, chill out. Tell me what you got going.
Yeah.
And we'll walk it together. I feel like that's something that's lacking. It don't matter if you're selling cars. It don't matter if you're selling houses. Country said it earlier. It's kind of like a business. Customer service is huge. So when you're electing me, you're basically saying, hey, you're my mouthpiece. I want you to be my neighbor. He has a unique way of putting this. He said, I want somebody that's got a belly button. I can walk up and poke him in the belly button and say, hey, you, this is my
That's
problem.
pretty funny, by the way.
And so I don't mind being that guy. I don't mind being that guy. If you catch me at the Grub Mart getting, some gas or some energy drinks or whatever, hey, Brett, look, I'm pissed. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
People's done that a lot since I've started running. People will come tell me things all the time. And a lot of people are happy and a lot of people aren't, And I feel like we can just do things better if we get some communication amongst the council.
Man, that's strong.
And look, I'm one of those that I hate group text. God, I hate it. Especially the parent group text. Yes, I'll pick up little Johnny. I love you guys. I understand we got to function that way, but it drives me nuts. I wouldn't even be opposed to being in a council group text. Would say, hey,
Oh, wow.
we've got this. Is there any way we can maybe all grab lunch, dinner, whatever, talk over this before the next council? Because I know, we're all busy people. We all work. It's not a full-time job.
Yeah.
So I have no issue being like, hey, Dad, what you got going? Well, man, hey, I got this project going. Oh, yeah, well, tell me a little bit about it. Shoot me some information. I'll read over it in the next couple of days. There's no reason that we can't be at that level of cooperation. And
Danny
that's just-
Starnes wants to know, we want a Johnson's, and Jerry Ramsey said, I believe if Brett's elected, he will personally build it.
I can't personally build things.
Sorry, Jerry Ramsey. Fake news.
Tinker Toys or Legos, brother? Which way you want?
That's a big topic, though. Johnson Johnson becoming a full-service
I'll be
grocery
honest
store.
with you. I really hope, however, the what was the probation or whatever they were having going on with that the other day, they were probating it again. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to keep up with it lately as
Yeah.
to what happened in the last go round. It's unfortunate that it's not gone through.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the only people that are really kind of getting hurt by it's the people of Southside, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I love Johnson's. They help the community so much. They're a great partner to have with the city of Southside. Fantastic family. I love family-owned businesses.
Yeah, man. And that deli?
They do a lot for the community, and I feel like we could do a lot for them.
Blake Haben wants to know, how much does that vest weigh?
I think this is a 20, 25. I'm not real sure. I just grabbed them all out.
Avian also said Brett Davis definitely has the green bubble in the text.
You know, Jennifer McGriff mentioned something Saturday about a men's breakfast. I had no knowledge of it either. So I also was left out of that breakfast. I can't imagine why. But no booster seats, I guess. But
Wow.
anyways.
You steal the people around you's
Yeah.
material,
There's
man.
nothing.
You don't let us come
I've
with
been this
nothing.
hot since 7th grade. I had two options: either get mean or get funny. So I tried both, and I just got both, man. If I can't beat you up, I'm gonna make you feel real bad about
Now
yourself.
That's awesome.
Now he's a mean comedian.
I think that's my
Hey,
favorite
dude,
thing about
again,
you.
life is too short, and you have to really joke. Too Short's a great rapper.
It is, by the way. I could throw
Yeah,
some.
you did
Shake
shoot
That's one
comment.
of my
That was
favorite.
good.
Yeah, it's in my gym rotation.
I have to listen to that coming home from a good golf game when he's got the
Man,
radio.
I've never golfed, and
You would be epic on the
I
golf
don't
course.
think so.
I
think we
do.
need to do an episode.
Yeah.
Pure
I-
material, baby.
Yeah,
Off of
that
the break.
video of me throwing clubs in the wood on my next campaign would be great.
That-
You really want this, dude?
Yeah, we don't let that get out.
I had two options today. I was either going to wear this or my Stone Cold Steve Austin T-shirt. It's in the truck. I couldn't decide
I
which
would
one to
love
wear.
that.
One of my
if you
favorite,
ripped it off?
one of my favorite videos is when that third grader gets off the school bus. And he's got his milk. And
Yes.
That's epic,
Hey,
by the way.
I tell you what, y'all put me in, there will be a video of that.
There it is.
Hey, let's get a little bit serious just for a second.
Hey man, let's do it.
Someone made a comment that this could be the biggest election in the history of Southside.
I agree.
It's that important.
It's a turning point. I
Yeah.
feel like we can either continue to grow, and I mean, I feel like all the new candidates for mayor won't grow, from what they've all said.
I would believe that.
That's
Sure.
from their own mouth.
Sure.
Y'all were there for the morning of the mayor debate at
Yeah.
Western Sizzlin. Both Joey and Dana and Dan said they all won't grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think they all have an idea differently of how that's going to go, but Southside's going to grow. I mean, you have a place that's popular, you have a place that's safe, you have a place that's desirable. The school system's great. We've got a bunch of great teachers at Southside High. The community's great. We've got a great hometown atmosphere. It gets better all the time. We're getting, AJ's. If you ride by there any night of the week, there's people cornholing.
Yeah.
And it's too hot for me right now. We get around 65, 70. Fat
You're
boys.
in.
Hey, that's Fat Boy Summer, and I'm in. And once you get around there, you may see me down there some, but it's just a little warm for me right now and the kids. But we're growing, and I feel like the biggest thing is, again, is going to be how that we're able to get the council to communicate. So that's going to be a huge thing. A council, one of the candidates said it this weekend, a council that will work with their mayor can get so much done.
Yep.
And a lot of good done. And I feel like we're right there at it. I feel like either way you vote, and with me especially, I know a lot of the other guys, very, very, very easy to deal with, easy to talk to. We've all kind of hee-hawed at all these events that we've had lately, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of wisdom from all the candidates. And y'all probably saw the post I posted last night with all three mayor candidates.
Yeah.
And if you'll look, Mr. Dan's laughing really hard. You want to know why? I leaned into Dan. I said, "Hey, Dan, shoot a bird with me." And he said, "No, I ain't doing it."
That's so funny,
I
man.
wanted, you got to cut up. But yeah, it's serious in the fact that it is a big election.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really, jokes aside, I hope you don't vote with your middle finger. Vote with who you think is going to, really be able to walk the walk in Southside.
Yeah.
If you want somebody that's going to, show up at football games, you're going to see walking around the community, you're going to see me outside, you're going to see me in the community, that's me.
Yeah.
My kids run around wild all the time. They're borderline feral. We're straightening that out. He's 2, and he climbs like a ring-tailed lemur. So it's just keeping up with him. And that's the other thing. We have to invest in our community. That's the biggest thing. Our kids outnumber us by like 20% in Southside. So if you don't want all of them playing ding-dong ditch, riding golf carts and stuff, you better have something for them to do.
Sure.
And I'll be honest. When I was in Daphne, they had a beautiful golf cart community. And, I'll tell you another thing. If you've got kids riding around on golf carts, you know what you don't have? You ain't got people breaking in your houses.
That's right.
You don't have people breaking in your cars. Kids watch and see everything.
Sure.
Trust me, I hear about it from my 6-year-old all the time. Things I didn't know that she saw. So if you see kids out on golf carts, just think, they're probably not out doing mischief. They're probably just having fun, and think of them also as a asset to the community, of an extra set of eyes that you don't really think about.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, right here in Druid Park, there's always.
Yeah, I go over here to Vivian Lee every once in a while, and I'll ride it. And,
Yeah.
I walk that trail. My in-laws live on the other side of the woods, so we'll go in one side and out the other, push the stroller or whatever. But
The only time I found it suspect was when Randy Weiss was riding a golf cart asking for people's votes in my neighborhood. I called Camp. Okay, come here. You got a strange person riding in the neighborhood.
Weiss has got some energy because I've seen him everywhere.
Wow, that's a fact.
That's
Kevin.
That's what you want.
Him all day. This dude right
I
here.
want to know who win between Kevin Stevens and Brett in arm wrestling. You think you got him?
I don't know. He's got that working man strength.
That flatwood strength.
Well, I ain't gonna say it like this, but
Y'all just called him old, right? You called him old.
I didn't say that.
You did.
That was Habian that was calling everybody old.
He did do that. Habian did call everybody old.
Look,
And I couldn't dispute it.
You can say whatever.
He was rubbing it on our faces.
He was.
Dude, I love that dude, but I hate standing beside him.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
I've known him a long time too. It's
our first time meeting him. We
he's a fun
liked
cat,
him.
man. I've known him a long time. Would you've lived in Southside
Kevin?
a long time?
Or hey,
Habian.
Oh, Habian, no. I told you all this last time. Habian's wife actually delivered my son, and I actually told her thank you again the other day because it was a bad situation for a few minutes, but
Yeah.
they were on top of it. And
That's
because of them,
cool.
my son's here. Honestly.
Heck yeah, man.
We had a emergency C-section, and because of her and the other staff being so on top of things, they called it before it was a major issue. So,
Well,
really thankful for her.
Kevin Stevens would do a good job driving the bus to get your kids to school,
Yeah.
but keep them away from the delivery.
what bus is he driving?
The short one. You've been on that one, right?
That's the SS Brett Davis.
I'm saying, hey, we got
I
three.
had my own special one because I kept, the love of wrestling, the elbow dropping with the kids.
That's so
And,
funny.
they only want to clean so many windows that I lick.
Hey, so you got 3 minutes, 2 minutes now. We'll give you an extra minute though.
What's up?
Now's your time, man. This is
Man,
the votes
again,
tomorrow.
If you're wanting change and you're wanting Southside to have new and fresh ideas, I'm your guy. If you want somebody that's going to sit down and listen to your problems and actually listen and care, I'm your guy. Because I've been there. I've been there when you don't have anybody to talk to and no one will listen. It's very, very scary. Especially when you feel like your back's against the wall. I mean, I may not be able to help you immediately, but I can at least get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And I'm again, council people, we're just the support system and the delivery system to the mayor.
Last, before we get out of here, how's the family, man?
Man, everybody's good, wide open. My better half is in the National Guard, so she is in.
I find that very fitting, by the way.
Special
training to be able to deal with you.
Well, she's taller, so she's about 5'8". That was also a choice in genetics for my son. I'm just kidding. She's in, Monday through Friday, right lately, as of the end of July, she has to be in Augusta, Georgia for training.
Love Augusta, by the way.
So it's single dad during the week lately.
Yeah.
So I've not been able to do as much as I would like to campaign wise. I'm sorry for that. But again, family is my priority, and it will always be them
Heck yeah.
first. So I'm so proud of her. She'll be done in November, and I think that's the longest part of her training will be done, and we
Heck
can all
yeah.
kind of get back to life. So I'm
right.
excited.
Man, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on the
y'all,
show,
man.
being a
Y'all
friend.
have been
We're
awesome.
enjoying it, man. Heck yeah. Can't wait to get you on the golf course.
Yes, we're doing it. Golfing with Brett. It's happening.
Hey,
Pictures.
when you go out, send that next really tall gentleman in that you're going to see. That is Place 5, also a proud sponsor of Kapow. We appreciate that guy. Give him one, Brett. Give me one. That's it. It's coming out.
This is Phase Ed Music.
Dude, legit.
So funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well, I think we got the man with the plan. I don't know what he's doing. Is he wearing a robe?
That's all I got of Hail to the Chief.
How much energy?
Brad is. Could you imagine him drinking energy drinks?
And he does. He ain't no fun.
That dude, man. Thank you to all our sponsors. You see them scroll on the screen. Shellnut and Varner, attorneys at law. Bailey Fawcett Designs, a great job of her running that race, man. New Image Weight Loss and Wellness. Thank you guys so much. Coming in. Hail to the Chief. State Representative Mac Butler. Sacred Art Tattoo. Joe. Come on, man. Brett Davis, candidate for Southside. You just got to hear him. Place number 5. City Councilman Randy Weiss. Coach, some would call him. Twin City Used Cars. Etowah County Tip Line. Just called Trent Thrasher. Construction, that is. Fully loaded roll-off service. They're everywhere. We're certainly thankful to be a client of theirs as well. How about Clinic 5?
Those people are great.
Now, the Joey Statham.
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
Thank you, bro.
I didn't have a sign for you, so I just keep showing your pen.
Yeah,
Well, man, I had a sign in my truck.
you need it.
I had a banner. I could put a banner.
Absolutely. Heck yeah. JoJo,
Yes, sir.
you been doing anything important?
Hey, just praying a lot.
Amen to that. Heck yeah. So you talk about a race. This is, you knew going into it wasn't going to be easy, but what people don't realize, I think, the people that don't know you, is this is you day in, day out anyway. High energy.
All the time.
Going, making car deals, praying for people, just selling houses.
That's right.
You doing
County commission.
being a grandfather.
Yeah, Paw.
That may be your favorite title.
That is.
Yeah. No disrespect to the husband title, but
Yeah, after 40 years, I gotta still be the husband.
you are the husband. So hey, for people who don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of who you are a little bit.
Well, I hopefully everybody knows who I am. Joey Statham. I am a county commission. I'm the chairman of the county commission. I've been on the commission for 15 years.
Jeez.
Of course, I'm a real estate agent and sales manager, hybrid manager, whatever you want to call me, inventory manager at Sam Boswell Honda in East Gadsden. But my number one goal is I am running for mayor of Southside. So that's what I intend to do, and that's what I intend to be.
Heck yeah. So before we dive into that a little bit, let's talk commission.
Sure.
What's going on in the commission office? Because you do all these other jobs, but you're very focused on, hey, when it's time to do this work, you're doing it.
Oh yeah, I know how to switch hats.
Yeah, so let's talk about everything that's going on with the Etowah County Commission.
Well, I mean, right now there's a lot of things happening on the mega site, which is very, very positive. There's literally no box that is unchecked as far as the mega site. As far as the power, the gas, the water, the sewer. I mean, literally every box is checked, and of course we have several different companies that are looking, asking questions, and we're giving the information on. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Probably a shorter amount of time than what we all realize that's going to be happening. And I would say probably in the next 24 to 36 months, if not sooner. It's just a lot of great things, and of course everyone there works very, very well together. Great group of guys, awesome staff, awesome department heads, and being on there since 2010, it's a lot of family there. For me. And it's
Do you get paid extra to work with Jamie Grant?
Oh yeah, they double my salary whenever I'm with Jamie. No,
Sure.
Great guy.
Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Let me be a campaign for you, because I've been a constituent of yours for the last 4 years. We live in Tillerson Bend, and you represent us in Tillerson Bend. And there's not been a time that anybody in that community, and we all talk, and there's never been a time in that community, a lot of times they talk about other people, that they needed you, that you didn't show up, answer the phone call, respond to a text. And I've dealt with you personally, not just as friends or high-fiving or whatever in passing. I needed you, and immediately something was done, the ball was put into motion. So I can attest, you do what you say, and I appreciate that.
Well, I
really do.
appreciate that very much, and I try to. That's the reason why I throw out my number to everybody, because I want to make sure that people have access when they do need something.
Yeah.
And if you know, if they ever do, and if I can't get a hold of me, just text me. But I'm going to return your phone call. I mean,
Yep.
it may take me a few hours if I'm busy. You know, like I was sitting here waiting, and all my phone's gone off a few times and all. But I'll wait till I get in the truck heading back, and I'll start making my return phone calls.
I'm gonna ask this question by Danny Starnes here, and you can take it kind of how you want to, JoJo. Ask Joey why all the communities in Etowah seem to get along except Gadsden. I don't know that they don't get along.
It's
I'm not.
Danny Starnes. Oh, the man.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about all the cities get along except Gadsden? I think right now, I mean, the way it used to be is Etowah County and really the city of Gadsden were at odds all the time and all, but we've unified that, and all the new commissioners that come in, that was one of their goals, was to unify us. I mean, if you look at the jail contract that just happened,
Sure.
and all, you know, as
You
far
look good in
as-
that picture, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, good speech, too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if you really look at that and think about that, you know, you had the sheriff's department, you had the county commission, you had the city of Gadsden, and like I said in that interview, whenever we did the press release, you know, you're dealing with 3 alpha dogs here, and it's
True.
hard for 3 alpha dogs to come together. But you know what? We came together. Maybe all 3 of us, we didn't like it, you know, but whenever you make a deal, sometimes it's a give and take, you know. So sometimes you want everything, but you can't get everything in order to make it work for the best of the community. But that was something that needed to be done
Sure.
to betterment Etowah County, and we handled it. And congratulations, you know, on the sheriff and Mayor Craig Ford and all. And I was just a small part of it, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it. But it was, it was, give and take. That's bottom line. It's just like husband and wife. It's give and take.
You know who was the group that was really excited about it? People like your son, the actual police officers.
100%.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of police officers that live in Southside that works for the city of Gadsden.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly, what he's talking about. I see us moving forward because before you had businesses that wouldn't even look at the mega site, including the state of Alabama
Sure.
commerce, because of the divide. There's not a divide anymore. You got Rainbow City involved in this and all. They're all on board. I mean, everybody wants what's best for Etowah County, and I'm telling you, it's on a one-way fast train, and it is going to happen.
Whew, I
Now,
like that.
Let's move into what you're really here for.
Yes, sir.
Southside Mayor.
Okay.
Jerry, look, during our political shows,
Yes, sir.
We never endorse anybody. Never talk about. We talk positive about everybody. Try
Right.
to, except
Yes,
for
sir.
one, except for one person, maybe 2, 2 people. But Jerry White the other day on the Kapow show
Yes, sir.
gave his approval and said that if he lived in Southside, that Joey Statham would be his vote.
Oh, I appreciate that, Jerry.
Can you imagine that?
Appreciate it very much. I'll give you that money I owe you.
But that's what you're here for. You're asking for people's vote.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
I'm ready. Your goals have been set out. Anybody that has Googled your name, they found your website, joestatham.com or joystathamformayor.com, right?
That's the Facebook.
The Facebook.
My website is joeystatham.com. Yes, sir.
And everything that you want to do in Southside, your goals, your plans are
I've got it all written out. I've
Yeah.
had it written out. I mean, I've been running since November 15th of 2024. And everybody thought, whoa, that's way too early and all. And there's a lot of them that didn't do anything to the last, 60 days. But I got out in front of it. I pushed for it, and I honestly feel from the bottom of my heart it's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Now I've got a piece about it, brother, if I don't get it, and I got a piece about it if I do. So it's just one of those things. But I'm very encouraged with all the numbers, the polls that were done. I'm very encouraged. At the end of tomorrow night, I think people are going to be surprised.
You want to ask the question about Justin Chandler?
Justin Chandler, if he will, ask Joey his idea for the garbage contract coming up. It's brilliant.
Okay. Well, he's not supposed to tell everything I know. I mean, my goal, of course, I've done this with the county on their their cars. We got on a program where we basically would purchase vehicles, and in a year to 2 years we turn around and sell them. We keep them in warranty, and then we turn around and sell them, because used vehicles bring more money than new.
True.
So we're getting on Gov's deal, and we turn around and sell them, we're just making money on them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my idea. So when I looked as far as the city, as far as first of all, I think the municipality, and this is a difference between candidates, and I'm not knocking anyone.
Sure.
But my goal is to take the best vehicle that we have. We need to go back to resourcing it out, because I don't believe we need to be in the garbage business. So if we take the best vehicle we have and keep it, okay? And what we do is we negotiate a contract with outsourcing it, whoever that may be. And then what you do is you put in that contract, this is my negotiating skills, you put in that contract, if you have a driver that lays out, if you miss a neighborhood, if you are delayed a day, then we still don't give up services in Southside. We get our truck that we have, we put our driver in it, we go do it, and we charge that company back for what they're paying. And I thought before that we would charge them what they charge us, but I'm going to push that we charge them double, because if they can't do their jobs, then it's going to cost them.
Heck yeah.
So that's my goal. I want to outsource it, but at the same time, I'm not going to let the city suffer for someone that's doing something for the city's mistakes, whether it's a truck breaks down, a driver gets sick, an accident, whatever and all. We will still maintain the same service, the same level, and you're welcome, to do that job, but you're going to do it right. And if you have those issues, which you will, because I'm with the county, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But you got to know that's part of the experience that I have in negotiating and doing contracts and things like that. You got to make it work what's best for you, and I want what's best for Southside.
Well, the Rainbow City Mayor Joe Taylor says this all the time. People don't mind paying for premium services.
100%.
But they expect what they're paying for. So that's right in line. You got Carson Butler watching.
Hey, Mr. Butler.
Love that kid, man. He's going to be famous. That's the Butler I want to get up to. Sorry, Mac. So let's talk about, you've probably spoken with every business in Southside possible. What are some of the concerns that keep coming to the top from what people's concerns are?
Well, I think local businesses in Southside, is the heartbeat of the community and all. Of course, I want to bring more in. I think the problem has been, and this is just a perception from what I hear, a lot of people don't even know the small businesses that we have and what they offer, and different things. I know, and I don't want to throw out names of different small businesses, but what I want to do, and one of my goals is, I want to do a podcast. There's 52 weeks in a year. I'm not saying I can do all 52 weeks, but I want to go around to each business. I want to do a business of the week. I want to introduce, show what they offer, want to offer them a discount, and also one of my goals is, and I hadn't worked this all out together, but what I would like to do is to give them a week tax break, so that they're not required to pay weekly tax or county tax. I think I've got the relationships with the county commissioners, say, hey, what I'd like to do is just this week, they don't have to pay. So that gives the people who are coming in are new, it gives them a discount, and then whatever discount the owners want to do, then you might even have a 30-40% discount right there, but it's the business of the week, so that people can see. I mean, I've got all kinds of ideas that will help promote business. The other things, we have to train our constituents that live there that, hey, you shop local. You may have to pay a little bit more, but even if you do, it's worth it, because you get more as far as the tax revenue. You get more than what you pay, if that makes sense. It's like gas. You get more percentage revenue coming into the city if you buy locally than you would if you buy and save 5 cents somewhere else. So it's yeah, I'm just that, you know, we've got to educate, we got to train, and the only way to do that, you have to be transparent. You got to talk to people all the time, which is another thing I'm going to do. You know, going to take office November the 3rd. November 4th is the first town hall meeting.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do it the very next day, and it's going to be an hour and a half. People are going to be able to ask me questions. If a council member wants to come, they're welcome to come with me and all. But I will do that at least every quarter, at least.
I really enjoyed your videos on Facebook, getting to know Joe and your
Yes, sir.
plans. And talk about some of that, man. And I really enjoyed the transparency. You brought that up, the transparency video. I think that's something everyone's talking about, but very few follow through with.
Well, absolutely. I think I've proven that. Even today, I had a phone call this morning that I didn't have in my contacts in my phone. You know, they called 256-494-7544, and my Google picked it up and said, you know, can I ask, you know, why you're calling, you know, da. And the person said, hey, man, this is cool. You know, this is such and such. Can you give me a call back? And I immediately got that alert. And while they were still on the phone, I just swapped my phone to answer, and I started talking to them. They said, man, that was cool. Man, how'd you do that? And I said, well, you know, this is a new phone I bought. It's, you know, but you know, as far as that interview and that transparency, I sat there for close to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Sitting in that chair, being drilled question after question after question. And it was easy, but I didn't know they did a great job. Nick Johnson and his wife, they put everything together and all, and it was a great
Very well done.
time, and it was very professional. And that's one thing I hope people really look at, the quality of information that I've sent out and all. If I do anything, I'm going to do the best I possibly can do. And I think if you look at just websites and posts in general, I think you can see, you know, who is looking for excellence, and that's what I intend to do.
Danny Starn said Alabama Power should be the business for the week, 52 weeks a year.
Hey, without them, we'd be nothing.
That's true. Jeez.
That's the truth. My gosh, what is the one thing? There's a million things on your to-do list in Southside. You're big on unification. You're a born again.
Absolutely.
You're an unapologetic born again Christian. You love the Lord. You love your community. You love the church. You love people. That's obvious. Anybody that talks to you knows that, right? I mean, if they don't, they're blind or they're dumb or all of those. But what's the one thing you want to bring to Southside more than any other thing?
What I want to bring is unification. I mean, I had originally come up, you know, with a kind of a little slogan, if you would say. You know, I try to get a little catchphrase. You know, yeah, I've done that all my life. Yeah, why? You know, I try to come up. You know, why not? My original thought was unite Southside again, and I even had little pads and things like that, but I didn't do it, and the reason why I didn't do it is because I did not want to be negative toward anyone. Mm-hmm. And after praying about it, thinking about it, I even asked several people I was going to have those shirts that way, and I thought, you know what, I just don't want anybody to think that Joey is being negative in any way whatsoever. So I chose not to do that.
Yeah.
And but that is my number one goal. I think it's evident that the city and its constituents won't change. If you look, out of 6 positions, there's 14 people running. That should tell everybody anything they want to know. And I'm just an option. I'm a choice. And I've told people this, and I hope everybody hears this very, very clear. It's not about Joey Statham. It's about the constituents and the citizens of Southside. If the citizens choose me, then that is what I want to do. I want to unify us. I have a unique ability, and I call it a God gift ability that brings people together. You can't make everybody happy, I realize that. But no matter what you've said about me, no matter what you've done to me, no matter what you are, it does not matter to me. I still have to represent every single person. I have to be their mayor. And I will always, to the utmost my utmost ability, I will treat you with respect. I will listen with 2 ears and not 2 mouths. I will listen to you because most people, that's all they want, is they want to be heard. And most of the time, if you just listen to someone, they literally figure it out themselves just sitting there and you just listening to them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of doctors I know that get paid a lot of money just to listen to people. And you know what? They suddenly get better. And it's because they get it off their chest. So I'm not afraid to talk to anybody about anything. It doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, I love it because at least I have the opportunity to help.
Right.
Now, can I fix everything? No. Can I do everything? No. There's certain things that you can't do by law. There's certain things that you can't. But I can honestly, 100%, tell you that I will listen to you, and I will empathize with you, and I will do everything I possibly can to help you in any way, even if it's just listening.
Well, I think it's one thing that being all those years in the county commission, there are certain rules, and you know what you can do and can't do
100%.
that people just
It's
they
the
don't
same way with municipalities.
Sure.
I mean, it's the same way. There's certain things you just cannot do.
So the big topic throughout the hundreds of comments we have, Southside and grocery store. What can you talk about?
I can talk about right now. It's in court.
Yeah.
I know everything about it. There is a lawsuit to stop the sale. I'm not going to name any names.
Sure.
The judge has not ruled on it. The judge will rule on it probably, I would say, in the next 14 days. Within the next 14 days, whether that the contract is valid or not. Once that has been determined, there's a 41-day period where it can be appealed. The parties that are involved are looking and waiting to see who becomes mayor, whether they will drop it or not. And so hopefully we can become mayor, and hopefully that lawsuit would be dropped, and that we can move forward, because I know that Johnson's is ready, and I know they bought equipment and they're ready, and but right now it is in the courts, and it went from probate to circuit court.
Yeah. I know we're excited to have a Johnson's over there.
I am too.
Yeah, I bet you are. Let's see. What other questions you guys have for Joey that I can ask? Let's see. We're trying to be careful.
That I can ask.
Yeah, that we can pick and choose. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello, Joey.
Hello, Joey. Hello.
That's really, how's the wife?
She's doing well. Hey, we'll be married 40 years, November the 8th.
Wow.
I can't believe. Yeah. Hey, that's another thing. Y'all need to think about that. I make good decisions.
But let's talk about her. So right after the town hall meeting, when elected, that your next thing is going to be a proclamation for your anniversary for your bride, right? That's awesome.
Will garbage still run on your anniversary? Yes. The answer is yes.
So you has had a chance to speak with I would say most, if not all, of the people running for office in Southside.
Yes, sir.
Well, what are those talks been like? The incumbents and the people looking to be elected.
Very, very positive.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all of those, with the exception of a couple. Personally, when they were, started running, they called me personally, asked me what my vision was. All of them, I've met all of them. The two that didn't call, I met them. Have spoken with them on numerous occasions, and the majority of them, I would say, maybe with the exception of three, every one of them, says, "Hey, I'll support you," whatever that means. And I will tell you this, Jerry, the only person that I know that's told me the truth was a gentleman. I won't say his name.
Yeah.
In January. He said, I introduced myself, told him I was running for mayor and all. He said, "Well, I can't vote for you." I said, "Okay, can I ask you why?" "Well, yeah." I said, "Why?" He said, "You're a car dealer." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Do you not understand that that's given me the opportunity as far as managing people and learning people and dealing with every personality you can imagine. I mean, you've got analytical people, you got people, who read every document, you got people who want to negotiate and argue with you, you got people that come in and it's just going to be their way or the highway, and you got other people that just lay down and roll over and say, I'll take it. I mean, there's every personality. You got young people, old people, people that can afford payments, people that can't, people that pay cash. I mean, you got all kinds of personalities involved in the car deal. And I said, do you not understand that has given me my experience over years and years of working in that business, including owning my own small business, that way, and that gives me my experience. And he said, I don't care. I said, okay. I said, I'm a good closer, right? And he says, well, you're not closing me. I'm not voting for you. And I said, fair enough. So, Jerry, I will say that he's the only one I know that's told me the truth.
100%.
100%. Everybody else is about a 50-50 toss-up.
Jeff, a couple of questions coming. If you don't mind asking, are you going to put it on the screen or just ask?
Yeah, I can put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
And I'll talk about Justin's question if you want to put the other one on the screen. So, Justin Chandler said, what is the definition of an open door policy?
Well, I can tell you what's not an open door. Well, I got to be careful here.
What?
I'll go ahead. What's not an open door policy is having to get an appointment to meet with your mayor. What's not an open door policy is having to schedule 2 weeks ahead of time to be on the city council. An open door policy is exactly what it says. It is any time you want to stop by and see the mayor, you're welcome to knock on the door, and you're welcome. I know you'll have to come to the front desk, but I will see you as long as I don't have anybody sitting in my office or if I'm not on a Zoom meeting. That is an open door policy, and I intend to do that. You don't have to make an appointment. You've got my number, 256-494-7544. If you want to text me, say, hey, are you going to be around the office? My intention is to be there full time. I know it's a part-time position. I am not planning on doing the things that I'm doing right now. My goal is to be there full time. I'm going to be there Monday through Friday every time the courthouse is open. I'm going to have to do that to get it to where I need for it to be. Mm-hmm. And when I say need for it to be, where the citizens deserve for it to be, you've got to have a full-time mayor, full-time access. It's not about money for me. It's about doing the right thing and being available whenever, whatever is needed for our citizens.
That's good. Jeremy, I'm going to put it on the screen. You asked a question on Holly Gray. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. Hold on.
All right.
Get back over there.
Part of it, anyway.
Well, the second part is, how can you get me a good deal on a Honda before you leave? That's the second one.
I can always get you a good deal. I have connections, and I will always
so
have connections.
The first part of the question, ask him how he feels about more homes being put in Thompson Road while we already have a drainage issue. Sorry I was unable to go Saturday. Also, I have heard Tick will talk about who will be at Southside full-time and open door policy. So, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Thompson Road.
Yeah, the way I feel on that, of course, I like more homes, but we have an infrastructure issue in Southside. We have a water, drainage, and stuff, and that has to be addressed. Part of, and I don't know what ordinances are in city, right this moment.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Once I get in there, I'll learn that. I'll learn quick, but surely, to the good Lord up above and all, we have an ordinance where a subdivision would have certain things that they are required to do as far as exits, as far as septic tanks, because I'm telling you, if you get 100 homes in one area and you get all of them on septic tanks and things like that, you can contaminate ground very, very, very quickly. And also those things have to be looked at. You've got to get with your engineers. You got to get with and I don't think the city necessarily has a engineer that works with them directly like the county does and all. But that's something that I want to look at, is to get a full-time engineer for the city.
Smart.
Because I think they need to be 100% working for us, recommending things for us, just like the retention pond issue that we just had, where we had to buy a $600,000 home to stay out of a lawsuit. Those things should never have happened. That should have been handled years ago, and we just kept pushing the can on down the road, and we finally did the right thing. But if you look at when it first really started happening now, you could have probably bought that house for $200,000 instead of $600,000. And the thing about it, the bottom line is you fix the retention pond back then when it would probably have only cost, a couple of $100,000, and where now it might cost you $800,000. So I'm just throwing numbers there.
Sure.
That's
I think people
I'm just
understand.
using that for example.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is nothing's going down, but you've got to make decisions, and you got to make decisions quick. And y'all have heard me say this. I've said it on video now. We got to be proactive, not reactive. We can't wait till we're at the point of a lawsuit and then suddenly react. We can't wait till a grocery store closes and then decide we're going to make a deal. We got to do things ahead of time.
Heck yeah.
All right, Joey.
Yes,
Mayor, future mayor, as some may call you. Look at that camera right there.
Yes,
and
sir.
For 30 seconds, tell them why they should vote for you.
All right. First of all, this is not about Joey Statham. This is about you, the citizens of Southside. And I know a lot of rumors have gone around making up stuff, saying he's going to do this, he's going to do that. But the bottom line is this. I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking for your trust. I need you to vote for me tomorrow. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you need a ride, feel free to give me a call at 256-494-7544. I'll get someone to pick you up. We'll take you right back home. But I appreciate every one of you, and understand it's about you. It's not about me.
There you go. Joey, good luck, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
man. Thank you so much.
Asking for your vote for mayor tomorrow, Southside Alabama. Always a pleasure to have you on the show. So, great job.
This is Phase Ed Music.
said earlier, there's one person they got to worry about picking up their campaign signs this
No,
year.
I don't have any out. Thank goodness. I think I threw mine away.
What's the ordinance on that, by the way? Some people are asking.
It is. We allow it during the campaign season.
Yeah.
And then they've got to go. We normally lean on our power utilities as far as anything. They'll come around.
Sure.
Usually come around about twice a year. As far as like just giving people an opportunity to kind of put their wares out of what they can do politically.
Yeah.
We don't want to stifle that. We don't want to hold back anybody that's got a desire to run for public office. But at the same time, I don't like it. I think it's litter.
Yeah,
It just clutters your corners. It can cause some traffic problems. More than anything, it's not good.
I think wherever they come down, we need to get all Jerry Ramsey signs, and every 3 weeks we go put them out again so he has to go pick them up.
That's right.
Yeah, we're two ahead of the game. We got two.
Oh, Jerry painted the town. As soon as he could, he put it out there, and then he turned and walked right in.
Ooh. I told Jeff we keep waiting for the player to be named later. That ain't a fair trade. How's that a fair trade?
Yeah, that's right. Luckiest man in Radio City right there. Yeah, everybody thinks those glasses are real. That's just to look into the future.
That's exactly right.
He saw into the future.
He knew something was going on.
Yeah, he did.
Good Lord. So this is the Mayor Joe Taylor Show. We just worked it into the other political show we got going on today. And how important is it that the people of Rainbow City come cast their... I know it's only one way to go here, but it's so important.
It is. It's critical. And I can't say it enough because, what happens here is this is your only shot to get it
Background
right.
music.
I got you. Thank you guys.
It's your only shot to get it right.
Yeah.
I mean, and whatever your right is.
Sure.
But at the end of it, and it's what I said Saturday, I got a chance to go over and speak at Smoke Neck, and and my voice that I wanted, the portion of my voice that I wanted to be heard was that, tomorrow, at least one half of these people are going to fail.
It's fact.
And so what do you do with your failure? Are you going to turn around and re-engage and go to that mayor and council and say, hey, find a place on a planning board or library board or something that you have of interest, getting involved in youth sports. You've got to immediately plug right back in. Mm-hmm. If not, you're going to find a way to become disgruntled. And everybody knows that on social media, that's the number one place that people get disgruntled and they get aggravated and they want to cast aspersions on people and just be mean at times. The truth is, go and find something good that's productive.
Yeah.
And plug yourself back in. For the ones that are going to go into office, they need to get ready because things have changed. Transparency's real. You can be seen through just like a plate of glass. And I think going out and becoming extremely truthful. I try to run my life on three things: courage, candor, and commitment. And courage is easy if you kind of train into that area. Commitment is exactly what you love and care the most about. But candor is a strict adherence to honesty. And
Praise God.
And having been a dishonest person at times in my life, I had to draw off the story of David, where he said that I'll hold my sins before my face, so that I'd never repeat it. And everybody knows when they're talking, when they hear me say that, they know what portion of my life I'm talking about. And and I had to make that turn. But I believe that these people that are running for office right now, I believe every one of them had a reason to run. I don't doubt that everybody loves to talk about, the catchphrases of transparency and change, and they're all just political catchphrases. But the truth is, what they want to do is go out and understand that as of tomorrow night or November 3rd or 4th, whenever they actually get sworn in, they don't get a chance to represent their voters anymore. They have to then represent the whole city. And if you can't shift out of campaign mode into work mode, you're not going to last, and they're going to chew you up and they'll eat you alive. And you'll see that. You'll see people continue to stalk and stay on Facebook and social media, and they'll miss their opportunity to just go out and get some good hard work done.
How important is it? You're a high integrity guy. Anybody that's ever met you and sat down with you for a second knows that. But how important is that for the new people going into political office to really be a person of integrity? Because it seems a lot of times when you go into politics, you may be a man of integrity or a woman of integrity before you get there, and then that just kind of goes
Well,
off.
yeah, I think first off, I appreciate you saying that. You know, that's not always been true, but I think that's the truth about all of us, or we wouldn't need a savior.
Amen.
But
Right.
but I think that a big portion of character and integrity is to find a way to start out right, start out early. You know, going into it, especially, and I know we're talking a lot of politics right now, but if you don't go into your profession and immediately set some rules, you know, I have certain rules. My secretary Karen Frost will tell you that I don't meet with women by myself.
Sure.
And it's not because I'm worried about what they would do or I would do. It's the perception that's given off by that. And there are certain things that, you know, I just don't do. I don't allow people to come and buy me off, you know. And I'm not saying that people are on the take in the sense of, you know, large amounts of money or anything like that. But, you know, I don't let people take me on trips or carry me to look at something so that we can actually end up in a really, really nice golf course. I just don't do those things.
We do.
They will. Yeah, obviously. Obviously they will. But no, I think that I just set up a certain set of guidelines and rules that tell me how that I need to act. And I think that you're talking about politics and politicians. You know, it's got such a bad name.
Right.
But the truth is, if you go back to the original definition, it's a leader of people.
Right.
You know, and our job is to go out and lead people. Well, how do we do that if they're constantly trying to look behind the curtain of your life and say, wow, I see something there. Every time that I turn around, I keep seeing this same thing over and over again. They need to look at you to the point where, I mentioned it to one of the people that were on your show today. You know, I come off at times in a business meeting. Did just a few minutes ago with a company that's going to do some work for the city. I come off as brash at times. I come off as short.
Joe Taylor?
You know, if the meeting's not going to continue to be fruitful, I'll get up and walk out of it and say, y'all can have your other little things now, but you know, we're in here to do business, and when we get through doing business, let's get up and walk away.
Yeah.
And I think that setting those boundaries, setting those sets of rules in place are it's an imperative. It has to be done. And after you've been in the parade with your prom queen dress on, riding in the convertible that you had to borrow from your Uncle Ned, and you're always, you know, having people throw candy at you or you're throwing candy at them.
Yeah.
You get to the end of it, the parade's over.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, tomorrow night, unless there are runoffs, and there's no doubt there could be, especially in Southside
Sure.
with multiple candidates. When that parade's over, you better find some work clothes. And I think that it just doesn't happen often enough. You know, I want to have all these high hopes for all these people that are running, but if your job and what you can think about right now is, I can't wait to get this because I'm going to go in there and fix this problem.
Hello.
You better understand something. You really do have to recognize that this is a system that's been hard fought for by men and women in our past that have gone out and decided they'd lay their life down for this democracy and this republic. And if we don't protect that by making it a little bit hard, then it's not worth having. And I think that's why politics have become a dirty word.
Agreed. And it is about serving, right? And I taught Sunday school to the youth this past week, and we were talking about serving and doing some studying. I found that, what's the first thing you think of, Mr. Mayor, when you hear the word samurai?
I think more about the protection of that they wear. You know, it's making sure that they're not going to get hurt.
Yeah, but samurai actually means servant.
Ah.
I had no idea. I didn't know that until doing some research, because I think warrior and fighting, but they were there. When you think about it, they were there to serve the people there, and some of these people that are going to get elected, good luck.
Yeah.
Right, you got to have the right attitude and
You
go about
do.
the right way.
And I
And
think
we have some good
that's-
people running. Don't get me wrong. We have some great people running who I think want it for the
agree
right
with that.
reasons.
I agree with that, and I think that understanding that, especially in the sense of council members, and I can speak to this, and because I really do understand that council members go into it believing that they're going to change the world,
Yeah.
and that's not the way the system works.
Yeah.
The truth is, in some cities they'll allow council members to have some what looks like executive privilege, but by law there's no executive privilege on the side of the council member. So
Yeah.
when you call your council member and tell them, hey, I need my street paved, they're only going to be able to say, yes, I can get your street paved if your street's already on the list. You just can't do that. You can't allow people that are trying to jockey for votes to come into your city hall and tell you how to run the employees. The employees are mine as the mayor, and I take that very seriously.
Sure.
That because it's not just them, it's their spouses, it's their children, it's their grandchildren. That I'm trying to make sure that what we're looking at doing is to protect our associates, put out a premium service, and make sure that our customer, who is every person in the city, not the ones that voted, every single person in the city, by majority, is well represented.
Okay.
And when we can handle the minority of that, depending on what they love or hate, we need to try to do that as well. And I think it's a tough balancing
doubt.
act, but it's a humbling job. I think I told somebody just this morning, I'm a glorified shoe shine boy, wearing a starched shirt, and because they had mentioned something about my shirt being starched. Do you dress that way every day? I said, I owe that to you. To represent you in a fair and balanced way, and one of those things is that
I will see if you got those Framos on.
I got to Tacovas.
Okay, just check. Hey, let's talk about it.
You're checking his shoes. I always look at his watch. So I'm
It's not.
I'm
yeah.
always on point.
Yeah, you got that going on for
Yeah,
sure.
no,
Yeah, good
It's
lord.
on my side all the time.
I
I'll be
actually
looking.
I changed my watch today just in hopes that I would see somebody that would appreciate it.
And when you got a good watch, you always hit a stretch with your left hand.
That's right. Yeah, you always keep that cuff. You got to
need
keep that
right.
cuff back here tucked in.
There are a few different kind of races. Some people go negative. Some people, and we talked earlier, but I want you to speak to this. It has nothing to do with Rainbow City, but the race that Justin Chandler and Jennifer McGriff. That's the way races should be ran.
It should be, and I think we heard that from both of these candidates of how much they appreciate it, and now it's kind of started this onslaught of everybody thanking the other candidate.
Yeah, that's fun too.
I can say that I went to Terry John Calhoun when I ran, and I went to him early on. I think I went in maybe January or February leading up to the race, and I told him, I said, I'm going to run for mayor. I'm not running against you. I don't know you, therefore I can't serve anything up to you that I think is negative, but I'm going to run a fair race, and I'll never call your name in a negative way. And I did that, and I've continued to do that throughout time. And he did the same to me. We had a couple of, I guess you would say, pretty abrasive things that came out, one about him, one about me, and I immediately went to his office and I said, hey, I'm hearing that this is coming out of your camp, so to speak. And he said, I'll take care of it today. And that day he got rid of two people that were in his campaign. And, I think that's integrity.
No doubt.
That's
100%.
character and strength, is that you have a mayor that is, in his case, a 16-year incumbent that says, hey, it doesn't matter which way this thing goes. At the end of it, my character needs to be intact. Yeah. And I feel the same way. I think that Jennifer and Justin have done an incredible job saying what their plan for Southside is, and I think there's a couple of other races that have done the same thing, and I guess sometimes just when we say what we want, it sounds negative. I don't really buy into negativity unless you attack somebody personally.
Yeah.
You know, if you say that I'm, you know, slightly overweight and bald headed, you're not really attacking me personally. But when you start saying something about my wife, then all of a sudden we're going to change something. Then
Well,
something's going to get fixed.
Kapow's got your back. Don't worry about that.
Well,
Well, she's from a town. She don't need none of us.
She don't need help.
She'll say, sit down, boys.
Yeah, she'll just say, y'all sit over there and just drag them out of the way.
Yeah, we got this is gonna be good.
Yeah, she's one of those people that's got a lot of spirit. You know, I'm so thankful for Rachel because she's, you know, she hears things about me.
Sure.
You know, she hears things about, you know, the decisions that I make because, you know, you gotta think 10-15% of the people don't like any decision I make. Sure. And, you know, and she'll hear that and she just stays quiet. She supports me and then when I get home, you'll hear some of that Italic come out. It's strong. That Camp Cyber to get it's in there.
Woo!
Those chemicals are in there.
Ain't no doubt about
Can you
that.
imagine? The
But she's
conversations.
precious. I mean, she actually cares about what's going on, and she's become so engaged in the community. She's a big supporter of Big Brothers Big Sisters, and has acted as their chairman or president, whichever one you call it. And same thing with Neighborhood Bridges with
Love that.
Jennifer's
Yeah.
deal through the school system, and you know, and to find out that your wife is out there doing her thing and making sure that she's loving and caring on people, that, you know, to me is a jewel in my crown, you know, because I get to kind of brag on my wife, you know.
Well, remember, for years we helped raise money in a, what was that? It was a bowling tournament for Big Brother Big
That's
Sister.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's their
yeah.
big deal. They have a big bowling tournament, and then they do a golf tournament as well, and it's put on very well. That is a well-run charity, and I'm very thankful for it because you actually get to hear some really good stories come out of it that are successful. You know, and that's what you want with when you're supporting kids.
Well, you're talking about helping people. Let's do that. Let's park there for a minute. Rainbow City helps people. The city of Rainbow City, not just the constituents. They're givers. I mean, some of the biggest donors. Well, the biggest donors in Etowah County to charity is as basically Rainbow City.
Yeah.
When the people give. But talk about the things that you guys do for the community, just kind of to give back. There's some highlights you guys do, free events and all those type of things. Just to say, hey, thank you for.
We do, and that's one of the things that we had to decide early on, and I'm so thankful to have the council that I have because they caught on to that vision. You know, everything that we run as far as like we do the Rainbow Fest, which is one of the bigger Halloween events, and we try to do it off cycle of the regular Halloween events so that we don't compete with churches, so that we don't compete with neighborhoods, you know, because we have some of the most well-traveled Halloween routes in Etowah County. Us and Atala.
Coveted.
I'm telling you, we're doing
Camp
it right.
Cyber, boy.
That's right. Camp Cyber.
That full size candy bar, boy.
They'll load up and they'll give you a popcorn ball over there.
They will.
And I think that's the thing is that we try to have our pulse on our community to make sure that we're not in competition.
Yeah.
You know, I said it the other day. I'm not in competition with any city around here. You know, they can be in competition with me, and you know, and if
That one city is.
if you're you know, if you're okay and
Sorry.
you're killing me.
Golly.
But yeah, you knocked me off track. But if you're okay with, you know, coming in second place, then
go ahead.
compete. You know, I'm okay with that. But I will say that you know, we have a drone show. We neutral fund our drone show. You know, the city puts in a ton. We have those corporate partnerships that come in. A big part of our Rainbow Festival is that we have churches that come out and they set up and they get a chance to actually minister to families and say, hey, if you don't have a church home, come and see us. You know, come visit with us, and you know, while you're here, you know, let's see if you can win a cake. You know, and I think that's what makes that community real, and that's what makes us continue to be growing at an astronomical pace, and yet still it feels like Mayberry here.
Good question here by Danny Starnes. He wants to know, will there be a fee to join the new community center?
That's something that we're working out right now. You know, what we want to do is be inclusive and make sure that because we share our schools with Southside, and I said this Saturday, we want to make sure that our kids, because their friend groups are in the high school over there, and those are Rainbow City kids in Southside High School, and Southside middle school kids come to Rainbow Middle School for their middle. we want to make sure that we're inclusive in that. Of course, we're going to have for the city, people that live inside the city. There will be a membership because there's so much that's going to be offered, and it'll be a small cost. But then we want to be able to kind of open and widen that circle and make sure that we take in those schools that we represent, whether it be Westbrook and Southside, the Southside Elementary School, and make sure that we're looking out for our neighbors, and so that our kids are not having to say bad things towards each other about y'all won't let us swim. I don't want that. I don't want our kids to be able to be haughty and say you can't go to the pool. We want to be inclusive in that thing. And I know right now using the words inclusive or diversity is always it's become kind of a dirty word. In our case, we want to maintain some of that inclusivity, and make sure that people are included in our recreational opportunities. We know that our baseball, our football, our soccer, I'm sorry, we're doing that for everybody in this county.
Yeah.
This city has become the recreational city of Etowah County in this region.
And we praise God for it.
Yes, sir.
So I just saw that Jason Wilson, City Councilman Jason Wilson.
Okay.
Okay, he says, Big Joe,
Yes.
electric slide or it didn't happen.
Bro, look, now, he knows for real now. Jason knows I'm a dancer, man.
Woo, how good you gotta be?
I don't understand.
Brother from the east side, you're dancing.
Yeah, Jason, didn't you go to Southside?
Man.
Bro, I went to Litchfield. Are you really talking to me about the electric
East
slide?
side Eagles.
Thank you. That's right.
That drum line?
Yeah,
Well, no,
come on now.
Come on. When they would bust out the Smurf with that big organ.
Oh,
Woo! Man.
now we're going back.
See, Jason knows now. See, he's going back in there right now trying to delete.
Yeah, he's going to delete that. That's gone.
I'm surprised he didn't have to get permission from Craig to post something.
Easy.
Come on.
Easy.
Easy.
Oh, man. No, I appreciate it.
I got brave in my texting last night, so I just I had a Joe Taylor moment.
No,
did you?
No, Coosa Christian. He will include the Coosa Christian students because he is the official mayor of Coosa.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, I'll bring him in.
We had a family fee and trust.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's kind of the direction that we actually went to Trustful, Moody, of course, Albertville. You have to go there. We went to Athens, Muscle Shoals, Florence, and a couple of others. And what we did was try to go and find out what's the secret sauce to recreation when it comes to building a big opportunity like we're going to have, and we're beginning to narrow that down, working with a consultant and making sure that we're doing what's best for the largest amount of people, yet making sure that we're taking care of Rainbow City first.
Jason said, "Easy now, Smoke Neck Tech don't mess around."
Smoke Neck Tech.
Hey, they're heck when it comes to a bonfire.
I'll tell you, they're good at that. They're good at putting you on probation if you're from Litchfield.
Yeah, it's
Can't even find down there. Smoke Neck. Hey, look, that's old school there now. I didn't mean to bring that up. Man, that's like 2, 3, 4 years worth of probation.
Woo!
Can't hit anybody with that.
Golly. Man, trash talking is going now.
Me and Jason couldn't be on this thing together.
Oh,
I can see it now.
We'd have way too much.
Councilman Jason Wilson and Mayor Joe Taylor at odds.
Yes.
Cities collide.
Hey, he's got a business in Southside.
He sure does.
Just saying.
He sure does. He needs one in Rainbow City.
Oh no, he's got the one in Rainbow City, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now he's
Clint.
got our. No, that ain't
Clint.
his. You need to go.
That's
on
his
mine.
wife.
that's
That's his wife.
And
Well, I
I'm
was
not
getting
going to
there.
step out there and give him too much now.
I was gonna give him that.
I'm
That
trying
is
to
his
help
wife.
him, but I ain't going to help him that
I ain't never seen him there.
Yeah.
But every time I go drop something off, his wife's there.
His stuff always clean.
Yeah.
His hat game's strong though.
He is.
He's
He
pressed
does.
the hat game.
He does.
He get extra starts in the hat.
Dude, his shirts,
Yeah, bro.
they on point. son.
Always.
That's my funeral and wedding stuff. When I used to wear these every day, hated them every day for 20-something years.
Joe works.
And when we decided what we're going to do here,
When you
Yeah,
do
I'm
it,
gonna tell you what you didn't do. You didn't get them big enough. You get them big enough, and it's like wearing a blanket.
we used to make fun of Jared Don Mabry all the time because he'd have his
Yeah, I
make
think-
his arms where he
Yeah.
walk like this, and the back part of his shirt was always so balloony.
Yeah.
But Jared Don was always put
Oh,
together.
he's always good. Snazzy.
Sharp. Yeah,
He's
sharp.
very snazzy.
Yeah.
sorry,
like Jerry.
conversation here.
Somebody's asking if you got fingernail polish in the same color as that shirt.
Well, I don't deal with fan people.
You don't deal with people from Trustful.
Well, I remember I'm in church. I had to pay attention to what words I'm using.
Right, that's
I did.
So you haven't changed over to the new logo.
I love the new
noticed.
logo.
I do too.
Yeah, no, it's
I thought
gonna be
they cleaned
multiple.
it up.
That's just the logo for the football team,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
gonna use multiple logos.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Are they all going to have that same like different ball up under their arm?
different things. And
It look like Cracker Barrel's new logo.
no, it's not Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
You know who don't have a Cracker Barrel? Rainbow City.
Rainbow City. We ain't thinking about no Cracker Barrel.
Sean ain't studied.
We got
Ain't
some-
even
we got some
studied.
good stuff
Not
here.
unless they want to build one.
Dude, before we get
You're
out of
all
here, now Brett Davis is watching, so this show could really go off.
Okay, it's
God,
off the rails right now.
Dude, the fact that the fire I ain't going right there, but the local Joe's Barbecue had an incident. It was on
Sure
fire
did.
right there in front, convenient, right there in front of the city hall. People talk about food trucks, man, but they're dangerous. I mean, you got to be careful and know what you're doing. And I praise God and so thankful no one was injured in that. But man, I was smelling barbecue like oh
Yeah.
Drew Apart smell.
it did, man. What we got? What we got?
Yeah, everybody in town was hungry and they didn't know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is that food truck going up? But no, the Stanfields are, they're such good neighbors to us. I mean, big part of what Rainbow City is.
Sure.
And we hated that, but our guys were Johnny on the spot. Got that cleared up. Rachel and I were coming back from Jacksonville, moving some stuff in for our daughter, and got down there and got behind it. It just had gotten it extinguished and was able to take a little detour route around it. But I hate that for them.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what kind of nice trailer they're going to come out with now, because they had a good one anyway.
And when they do, we need to make sure we got them supported.
That's right. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that I can say. People talk about like living local and Rainbow City people and I'll include Southside. They support our local vendors in a major way. I mean, Jason Dodd was down at Smoke Neck and he was cooking his heart out with that big loud generator and couldn't hear nobody talking. But Jason, we got to work on that thing.
That's a talent generator.
That's a talent generator.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Larry don't want you to hear what he's got to say.
That's so fun.
Talk about what was going on Saturday morning at City Hall. Jerry and I came back from the longest road trip ever.
Yeah, Saturday morning at City Hall, we engage every year with our Girl Scouts. And our Girl Scouts come out there and they set up this like huge cookie drive-through. And it's just a way for people to come in, get the do-si-do and keep it rolling,
If we'd have known,
You had no idea, did you?
We would have pulled up in there in a minute because them lemon cookies.
Oh, look, that
I'm a tag along.
New lemon cookie.
and that tag-along. And what's that one? Samoa. Yeah,
he
that's
said that was some
Samoa.
authority.
Yeah,
Samoa.
that thing's got that coconut going with it. But
Samoa.
we
and
do
a
that.
pina
We
colada?
do that every year, and we've got an event that comes up in September. I believe it is maybe latter part of September, and that's a group of people that are out with. And they come there and they sell T-shirts and have a little bazaar, and they're supporting rehab people, people that
that's
are in
great.
rehabilitation and people that are going through different programs to get off of addictive things, and we try to support everyone and see everybody right where they are, and I think that's different. We believe that that's your house, that City Hall is yours. We don't want you to come in there and not to cut the grass or anything, but we really do. We want you to understand that those are your facilities, and we want you to be able to come out and enjoy them.
So he's saying we can do Kapow from the
atrium.
The
Why haven't we
atrium.
done that yet?
Yeah.
We should. We should do the Mayor Joe Taylor show there.
We need to.
We do.
We're about to do
we
a
wa-
remodel.
We went to do that, and Joe went in his office. He ain't never in there.
Well,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, because I
That's
think
fair.
y'all cut down on Joey about open door policy.
Joe,
I was
ain't got a door.
I was sitting there thinking, I ain't got no door, man. These people won't shut my door.
Oh,
Hey, another question here. How much longer until we hear something about the mega site? And Joey spoke to that a little bit, but what's your take?
He did, and the mega site. We're the only one. We're the only game in town, and with that, there's two things, and I think that this is what people really need to take heart in. Number one is that mega site's coming into Rainbow City, and that allows for us in the county to be very, very selective in what we take. You know, we want to make sure not only is it safe, but it also has to provide an adequate amount of jobs and opportunity. We want them to be a community partner, both in the region, the county, and the city. And the other thing is that we don't want to starve other opportunities by bringing in something that's not going to be good and conducive to our area.
Right.
And I think we've seen that in the past. There was one of the comments about the rendering plant. I think it was Danny that mentioned that. You know, we're not doing that. We're not bringing something like that into this area. That was just it was a failed attempt at economic development, but probably should have been, the leaders in Gaston should have been given better input, and better allowance of the information of what it really was. And so, we're in the place right now that we're in a very selective time. There's no doubt that there's traffic continuously looking at us and asking for requests for information, RFIs, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen very soon. We have literally done everything that you have to have to be a bona fide, validated mega site. Okay. And we're the only one in the state of Alabama. And because of that, there's not one thing left that's either not in process. They're boring under the interstate. They were yesterday. I think they may have taken off today. But they're boring under the interstate right now. And when they make that connection, we'll fill that water tank. Yeah. And so we'll know fire protection, water, sewer will be in place. All of that going to the Rainbow City utility. And there's just a lot happening. We've got gas, we've got power. We have a 100-acre finished pad. And, we've had some visitors just lately that went up there and they said they've never seen any mega site that was at that level of completion. The only thing that we don't have right now is an exit off of the interstate to the mega site. But I can tell you this, that's already been asked and answered.
Last question, and then I'm done. I may even answer it for you. No plans on a Dick's Sporting Goods. Somebody must have watched Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I was going. That was the thing.
I'll say this: if we don't get a sporting goods pretty soon, somebody stupid out in the corporate world, and
great place for it.
And that's the thing about economic development is that you really don't know what you got until it's here, or until it's really, really close to them pulling the trigger. We've got about 4 or 5 things right now in City Hall that I'm under NDA continuously, but right now I'm under a ton of those, and it's all great opportunity. And I'll answer to this because one of the things, and I'll tell you, it's a QSR, quick service restaurant, restaurant with a drive-through. It's very simple. People will say we don't need any more of those. Well, obviously the people that make billions of dollars a year know that we need more. And the truth is, our comprehensive plan says we need 11 of those and 9 sit-down restaurants. Now, what we don't get to go out there and go, there's not a menu. We say, oh, well, I'll just take a Culver's and a Crystal and a whatever.
I'll vote for Culver's.
I mean, brother, that's why I say number one. Where you at, Culver's?
Yeah.
But we don't get to go out there and pick from a menu.
Sure.
The truth is we are the menu, and that's every city around here. They come and pick from us, and so it's up to us. And I said this in the only speech that I gave during my campaign, and that was that it was our job to all of us line up, go and clean the yard, take care of all the things, paint the fence, because company's coming.
Yeah.
And we've proven throughout that in the last 4.5 years, we've added almost 1,000 jobs in this city, and 200 or right close to 200 businesses in this city. Now, people will say, well, some of them closed. Very few. They don't close here because they're making money. They don't open here because they think they're going to lose money.
Sure.
They open here because they're already sure. Their pro forma's in place, their money's already figured out, and they're ready to go to work, put some money in their pocket. And then they turn around and hear from their mayor say, now, what are you going to do for my community? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a fair trade out. They don't do anything for me. I don't take money from anybody. I don't need your money. And I know that sounds like I'm campaigning. My campaign's done. And I think I proved out through time, as did my council, that we're not in the business to do anything but business.
Fact.
Love it.
I'm gonna take it from the Rangers, right? Rainbow City leads the way.
That's right.
Oh.
Rangers lead the way.
Wow. Thank you, Mayor Joe Taylor. This is the Mayor Joe Taylor Show. Rainbow City's, matter of fact, somebody would say America's mayor. That's what they say.